Are we ready? Are we ready for this?
Y'all ready?
Are we? Alright, let's begin episode 12 of Hi, My Name is Podcast. How's it going, guys? We got Cameron here.
Hello,
Cameron's here.
Ladies.
Steven is not here.
Again.
Justin is not here.
Again.
I'm back.
Ian's back from his one episode absence.
Yep.
I still hold the record for most appearances
Did you
on the show.
listen to the last episode?
He was dissatisfied.
I actually,
At least you listen.
I actually
He was
criticized everything you guys said.
dissatisfied.
At least you listen.
Yeah, but what a shocker.
At least you listen to the episodes you're not on.
I only,
You only,
because, like,
you only missed one episode.
I only listened to most of it.
Anytime like any of my guys aren't, or like people who are involved in mine aren't on the show, they
don't
never
even
listen to it ever. I'm the
I
only
listen
one
to it even while I'm on.
I do it the most because I have to edit the damn video, so I
Yeah.
keep
Oh, yeah,
listening
you
to it.
probably
Yeah,
get irritated
I
by
get
each
sick of it.
episode.
I'm like, I can't listen to this shit anymore.
I'm not-
I'm like, I hate my
People
voice
really
so
listen to
much.
this?
That's great.
Everybody does. I can't stand my voice.
I don't
That's
have
great
that much
advertising.
self-esteem problems, but I hate my voice, man.
Yeah,
I do too.
Oh.
Especially since I live stream, like I go back and look at
I'm
my
like,
videos.
I'm
I'm like,
like-
seriously?
You want to
Yeah.
include all this in the?
I'm like, hey guys, welcome to Having His Body. Anyway, yeah, let's get going here. All right, so this is gonna be a stacked episode probably. The first half's probably gonna be all about E3.
Yeah.
We had our Ian go there last week.
Our Ian.
Day two.
Our Ian
So
here.
jealous.
We own him.
He's going to give us, you know, I guess whatever you did there, and then
I was only there for one day, but you know,
it's all good.
I got to see what I could.
And then we're going to just do I'll go through a couple news stories, and then we're gonna do some trailers and then reviews of Man of Steel. What was it? This Is the End. Now You See Me, and Fast 6, which will all probably be spoiler filled, except for This Is the End, probably.
And big news for
And-
Microsoft.
Oh, hold on, we're not there yet.
That's
Me and Casey have an announcement to make.
Yep.
We're getting
Yes,
married.
We do.
We're getting married.
Oh, God.
Yep.
while it's still legal.
Yep. We're
Well,
going.
it's still legal.
And
While it's still legal.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
And we plan to move to San Francisco just
California's
Uh-huh.
gonna have an off
Mhm.
and on relationship with that.
Yeah.
that's right. No, on a serious note, we are going to Comic-Con.
No, seriously, though, it's super exciting.
You don't understand. A couple months ago, Cameron, those tickets went
I
on
remember.
sale.
I was there.
I've never been
Well, I wasn't
so...
there, but I remember
mad.
you guys
I've never been so mad. I literally clicked it
Yeah.
Ian did this too at the
Yeah.
exact time, and the site just
Crashed.
loaded up and wouldn't let us in there. So, what happened to you, Casey? You got an email?
Yeah, I got an email saying, they're doing resale tickets, so register for them. I guess everybody could who didn't get a ticket, so I registered for them. And a couple of days later, I was drinking, and I got super excited, and I looked down, and I was like,
This guy-
holy shit!
This guy comes to me at work.
Yeah,
Okay, he calls the manager.
Dude,
Or-
I got in to get tickets, and
Yeah.
they said they were going to do this whole email.
No, he walked in. He gets Eric, and he's like, and it's
Oh, I have
Eric-
an emergency. I
I'm
need
in
to
the
see
back.
Cody immediately.
Yeah, I'm in the back.
Basically.
Eric's like, some guy named Casey's looking for you. I'm like, what? And then I walk out there. Casey's just drunk, saying he got into Comic Con. So I was all happy.
Yeah, well, we didn't get in.
I know,
yet,
but you, at the point, you thought you did, kind of, or you were really excited. Anyway, so yeah, we got tickets. Me and him are going Friday through Sunday.
And we get to share a bed.
Yes.
You get like Paul.
Tell it up.
I'm not the outer spoon. So it's,
Yep.
outer spoon.
You're the inner?
Either way. No, outer spoon. You're like
You
out
said
of
you're
it.
not
So
the
you're
outer,
a
just better
receiver.
than
If I have to be. No,
Oh, God.
this has gone too far. Okay.
Sick
You guys weren't there for that
bastard.
night, were you? When we made that outer spoon joke. Never mind.
Yeah, no, I wasn't there.
Joke went right over your head.
Yeah.
Maybe two people listening to this won't get it, but never mind. All right, so let's get into E3 here.
Am I watching the mic again?
Shut up, I'm turning the mic.
E3 was packed.
Was it? That doesn't sound like
It
it
was.
at all.
Well, I didn't go last year, but I went to 2 years before that, and this is the most packed I've seen it.
Really?
Well, it was a great E3.
Yeah, I saw Conan O'Brien there.
What?
Did you really? Was there a lot of celebrities?
No, I saw Conan, I saw Kevin Pereira, and I saw a few YouTube people.
Spielberg was there.
But anyways, yeah, I only got to go for one day, so I didn't get to see like everything I wanted to, but I got to see several things. Disney's doing their new game, which is a lot like Skylanders. You don't know what Skylanders is, basically.
Yes, I have played it.
Yeah, you buy the little.
I have
Yeah.
it.
How much money
The
have you
whole-
lost
the whole
into is
the whole
the
I
question.
had 14 characters.
The whole
How much did that cost
the whole
you?
marketing.
$140.
Wow, jeez, the whole marketing
Oh my
campaign
God.
is
110.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So basically, the whole marketing campaign they have for that game is you get little toys and you put the toys on this little portal and you can play them in the game.
It's actually pretty cool.
Well, I mean,
It's got a cool
Yeah.
concept to it. It's
It's-
a relatively easy
it's-
game.
What are we talking about?
it's a lot.
Skylanders.
Skylanders, it's a video
Skylanders.
game. So Disney came up with a very similar thing where they have like this sandbox mode, and basically you get the little toys like Jack Sparrow or
Oh, fuck. It's gonna be like a Kingdom Hearts.
or the
what?
Cars guys or Jack Skellington or
Yeah.
all these Disney characters, and every one of them is part of a specific world. So for like the Pirates world, they've got Jack Sparrow, Captain Barbossa, and Davy Jones. And
Got it.
you can play them, and then you have a sandbox mode, which gives you all the objects from that world to kind of build your own world.
It's bizarre. I have to see a trailer.
Yeah, they were
too.
giving away free toys too. I got a Davy Jones.
Did you really? That's
yeah.
cool. Ship was a special edition.
No, they did have a special edition mic, which is selling for a whole lot right now. But
Like Mike Wazowski
from
Monsters.
they had
Fuck yeah. That's
well,
badass.
they had Mike, Sully, and Randall.
Which is super special.
All from the new movie too. Not from, they were the younger versions. So.
Well, they all look the same. Don't they?
Well, Sully looks a little different, and so does.
They look a little
So
younger?
does Randall. Looks kind
I
of.
don't think they'll look probably as furry.
Anyways,
or like as
that was a pretty popular booth. I mean, they didn't have like really much gameplay going on there, but you know.
Did
it was
they have like
interesting.
a reveal trailer?
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Okay.
they
That's
like
the trailer. I did
what
not
they
see.
would do is you'd stand in this hour and a half line, which luckily I got to cut into the last 10 minutes of because I had someone else waiting for me.
Okay.
And you'd go up to the screen and they just kind of press a button, it would randomly select the character, it would show you gameplay of that character, and they would spit the toy out of the wall.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anyways, but there were a lot better stuff than that. Some of the games I'm looking forward to, they had like Destiny.
Destiny looked great.
And no, I'm good. I'll actually put up footage of the because normally when they have these they have demos outside sometimes, and then they have demos inside enclosed buildings where you got to kind of wait and they let groups in.
Right.
Usually they do that because they don't want anyone filming it. They let me film it anyways.
That's legit.
So it was cool. It was interesting. It looks great. They're saying it's not an MMO, but they showed
Destiny?
They showed a public event with separate groups joining, so it looks very much like an MMO.
That was from Bungie, right?
Yes, it's Bungie's new project, and it looks amazing. It looks really good. It won a ton of awards too, so I'm very excited to see how they do this.
It's good to see Bungie like just jump out of the comfort zone of Halo and like go into something completely different and everything, and just do so well so far off the bat.
They didn't show like classes and stuff,
Connect that. Never mind.
but they did show that there were skill trees.
Oh, there are skill trees?
There are loot drops from mobs, and all that. And the gear looked really cool. They had like one guy with this little eye thing in the middle of his helmet that would project a screen in front of him, and they had an upgrade where some guy would fire. He changed his bullets to explosive, and it wasn't like a weapon feature; it was like a skill feature. So it's it's very MMO-ish in the way you level up and all that.
That's cool. I mean, like I haven't looked a lot into it, but I know it's like it's done well enough to where my brother is like that's the only thing he wants.
It looks really good. The other game that's a shooter that looks amazing that I really want to get is Titanfall.
Yes. I
Titanfall
thought
looks
that looked really
fantastic.
cool.
And here's another example of like
The studio getting out of the comfort zone.
studio getting out of something they've been attached to for far too long, and like just getting a fresh.
Honestly, I think it's good that did they get fired from making Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Or did they just leave?
I want to say it's like
Because I think either way, I think that's best for them because they.
Yes,
know,
it was for the
cool.
better good because they were like originally they started the company to not do to do what they wanted and to not be attached to something for so long, which is in a sense what happened when they just started making more Call of Duties.
Yeah.
But now since they either left or were kicked from there, they made Respawn Entertainment. Now they can make again whatever they want, which is good for them. And it's working well in their favor so far.
But
everyone is intrigued and wants to play this.
They had a live demo with two guys, and at least it appeared just to be two guys at first that were playing. And partway through the demo, you see all these NPCs at the very beginning kind of run off. And at least I thought they were NPCs. That's what they gave the impression. And they're fighting around them much like NPCs in a war type game would, right?
Right.
And then they open the screen on the side, and they've got I don't know how it was it might have been just 16 players, but it could have been 32. I don't know, because 16 and 32 are usually the numbers for MMOs. But there was a ton of them all cooperating in a story mode.
I would hope on the Xbox One they increase the player size from 16 to 32.
Well, this was story mode.
We still talking about Titanfall or the other one?
This was co-op story mode.
Oh, okay.
With tons of players.
Wow. 32 players on one
Well, I don't know if it was 32 or 16. It was hard to tell because it was really dark.
It's called what?
Titanfall. This is the new game from the original.
Now, it is a mech-based game, but when the game started, no one was in a mech, and I guess you kind of built. You have a timer or something. I'm not exactly sure how it worked. They weren't too specific. They just kind of showed gameplay. They didn't talk a lot about it.
Wait, this was the game. I know the mech suit fighting stuff, but was
that
the same?
Charlie, guys.
You start off.
Oh, it was that one?
Yeah. You start off not in mechs.
And then
you start off running around, and what's cool is the guys that are running around, they're not super weak. So it's not like you're just going to get devastated if you don't have a mech. The mechs are definitely strong enough that they can't destroy you, but as a mech, you are a bigger, prone target.
You do have a fighting chance against them without being in the mix.
And they did show in some of the gameplay
I did like
a guy jumping from roof to roof with a little jump pack, so they can actually get around really fast.
I do like the mechanics that they set in place for the mechs. Like, the mechs look fresh and interesting.
And
they don't seem like your standard mech.
Yeah, what happens is there's this big ship floating overhead, at least in the demo, and they would, every now and then, they'd be able to call it mech down. It would fly down, it would go on its knees, and this cockpit would open, and then when they walked up to it, the mech would reach out its hand, grab the pilot, and put him inside itself.
Yeah.
And it was cool. They have an eject button that you pull, and the guy just goes flying out with super damage.
Right.
You can jump on the back of opponents' mechs, and they rip off a panel, and you can shoot this weak part of it and all that. So it looks good.
So,
it looks really good.
I've never been into mech games.
I haven't either, but this intrigues me.
It's very impressive. Once I get the footage up, I'll tell you.
Okay.
All right, so here's the question I want to ask everyone. Everyone's seen stuff of E3 to a degree and everything. What was that mind-blowing moment where you're like, this is why I love E3, this is what I'm
when
looking for
Sony murdered Microsoft. I know Microsoft redeemed themselves today.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get to
But I'm talking about that Sony press
All
conference.
right,
That was awesome.
All right, so here's the game. What game?
Game?
What game blew your mind? Like, I didn't see that coming. I'm glad it's trying.
I gotta think about that.
I mean,
There wasn't... Okay, I'm going to be fair.
I do think Titanfall looked really cool.
Now, I want to hit on this Xbox stuff. So, a while back, there have been rumors for a long time that Xbox was going to enforce DMR, which is the digital
DRM.
media, or DRM. Yeah, they were going to enforce this, where basically you won't be able to sell your games. You're basically buying a license that allows you and you alone to use it.
and you had to connect to the internet once
Yeah,
every
so
24
Microsoft-
hours, no offline play.
Yeah, Microsoft did alleviate some of those, and they said, okay, it was still bad. Don't get me wrong, but there were a lot of misunderstandings. The understanding instead that Microsoft was giving was that you had to connect at least once every 24 hours if you're on your system. If you're on a friend system on your account,
It had to be consistent.
once every hour.
Oh, once every hour.
Once every hour, you had to connect it. And it's just like a little digital handshake. And I think this is really blown out of proportions because honestly, anyone that can afford a $500 system and $60 games typically will have an internet
what I was
connection.
thinking. Everyone's like complaining about like all the games being attached to one one account and everything like that. I just think this is what we do with PCs and everything. Why is everyone freaking out?
It still sucks because.
I mean, I understand why they're freaking out.
I can explain to you why PCs can get away with it while consoles can't.
Yes.
A PC is much more freeform. A PC you can build to different specs and everything.
Yes.
It's much more powerful. You can handle better
the
games.
console is all
And
the same.
a console's supposed to be much more convenient.
Yes.
You're supposed to be paying a one-time price for a pre-built machine. You're supposed to have disc-based games. It's something people grown to expect. They've grown used to. It's a privilege. And they kind of got rid of it. And I think it was a bad move. And Microsoft recently admitted it was a bad move.
Yes.
So, anyways, as of E3, they didn't revoke any of this. They just kind of went out and said, just listed a bunch of restrictions for features.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, big news as of today, Microsoft announced that they are revoking a lot of their DRM rules. Basically, you no longer have to connect it at all, except for when you first put the game in. You do have to use your disc, however.
Yes, you do have to use your disc.
You can't just install the game off the disc.
Brand new games are available day one for
But yeah,
download.
you don't have to go pre-reserve the game anymore.
No.
You can just, if you have Xbox Live, you can just go buy the game right off Xbox Live. And I think that's a good move on Microsoft's part because now you're saving yourself time, possibly money, because you don't have to pay for the middleman of like GameStop or Walmart or whatever.
Absolutely,
anymore.
there still will be people.
So hopefully they'll do some discounts there. I doubt it, but hopefully
we have no more DRM, so that means you can land and trade in and sell and buy used games.
Yeah, they announced you will be able to sell,
which is
good.
Necessary.
Yeah, which is
absolutely necessary.
Yeah, you will be able to loan it to your friend. And this is good news. I mean, a lot of people are still pissed at Microsoft that they're doing it, but let's be fair here. In the end, everything all these companies are doing is for money.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I want to hit on that.
I think the change here came when they were seeing the pre-reserve sales.
You're taking my points here.
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
Well, yeah, and I knew your criticism there was probably going to be...
That was my criticism.
They just did it for money.
Exactly.
But that's fine. But, what do you think the reason that Sony went out and said...
I know.
Didn't do that because they thought that would give them more money.
Yes.
Everything all of these companies does is for money. None of them are like, we want to make the gamers happy. They're like, we want to make the gamers happy because we think that'll make more money.
Exactly.
It will make more money too.
Yeah.
They just made a lot more money by
it. So, it's really just a matter
they defended this whole thing for so long.
They did.
Until they started seeing pre-orders.
This is a good thing. This is a good thing.
I'm glad they did.
Because this is I think this is an important milestone in the game community. At a point where a big, multi-million-dollar company learns, no, you can't just do whatever you want. Customers do have a voice, and our voice, it worked.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked.
Oh yeah, way
for them to
said it like, oh, we heard what you were saying.
Yeah, exactly. They announced that. Yeah.
They announced, finally they were listening, and they saw the results. You voted with your wallets, and it worked. So, bravo on that. And I'm happy about that because honestly, Sony I think played it really safe. They've got a good system. It's got good specs. Not too many exclusives.
Well, they didn't have that many exclusives when the PS3 came out, right?
Yeah, compared to
yeah.
Xbox One, the thing with Xbox One that I loved was you've got built-in video editor. You've got a partnership with Twitch TV, so that was really cool. You can live stream games right off the fucking system, and none of these are necessary. But there's a lot of people that like to do Let's Plays.
Yes,
amateur
like
people.
us.
Yeah.
Someone like me would benefit very much.
And some people who can't afford a capture card and all that.
I'm saying he doesn't.
This is the way to do it.
Oh, I was gonna say we haven't done that.
And the thing is too, the only reason I would have chosen PS4 over an Xbox One is for someone like me is it's open to indie development. That's
another
what
good
sold
point.
me with the PS4 because I don't I want to try to develop games for it, but it all depends.
Yeah.
But Sony just focus more on social media that not a lot of people are going to be using and everything. While Microsoft did focus more on the game and hardware.
I think in terms of features, Microsoft definitely outdid Sony. It was just the DRM that was killing them. And I think now without that, if people can kind of get over the butthurt from them doing that, the system will do really well. Because before that, I would have said this system is going to die. Despite all the features and everything, the DRM was going to kill it. I was not going to buy it. And
it's like how the DRM almost killed Ubisoft. With
I'm someone who's been a supporter of Microsoft in the console industry since day one. I love the first system. I enjoyed the 360 despite its obvious flaws. Manufacturing flaws. Let's hope it doesn't have another one of those.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
It's just like any
Are you talking about the Red Ring thing?
Yes.
Well, except in terms of gaming systems, there have been flaws with let's say PS2s that had a disc reader.
Oh God, that sucks.
But the Red Ring is the most infamous in gaming history.
And it's the most irritating.
Yeah, and
you looked at it, you're like,
yeah,
fuck.
Yeah.
And then you just
hope
to God that.
But with all those features and the 2 free games every month, I'm definitely probably going with the one.
Yes.
As long as they don't go back on this DRM stuff.
Holy crap.
It is, but do anything. Wait a year, it'll go down.
I'm gonna have to wait a year. They're still developing, or they're still making games for the 360, aren't they?
Yeah, and E3, most of the games I saw they're like, okay, this is Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, PC.
I know you're not a Madden guy or an EA guy, but did they show?
I hate EA, but yeah.
Did they show any?
Yes.
They were making
some
about
Battlefront
NFL things for the Xbox One.
Yes.
Did you see anything?
There were some sports booths, but I really didn't.
I knew you'd stay away. But I'm sure that.
Well, it wasn't really. It wasn't
really
really that I didn't like sports booths. If I had gone all 3 days, I definitely would have visited them. It was just I was only there for one day.
Yeah.
And I wanted to hit the big stuff.
Got it.
Like Destiny and Call of Duty Ghost, which I don't like the Call of Duty games that much. I like the single player, I don't like the multiplayer, which I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for that.
No, I'm right there with you.
I'm kind of sick of the whole.
But Ghost was actually very impressive. The demo they showed.
Good.
Saw Thief. That wasn't too impressive. I don't know if the AI was just really stupid, or if they had it on easy mode, or if they didn't have the highlight set up. But if you're not familiar with Thief, basically it's about sneaking around and kind of doing stealth missions and all that.
That's the name.
Yeah, and he had things where he's standing 5, 6, 7 feet in front of an NPC, and they don't react.
Right.
He's like, well, I'm in the darkness. I'm like, yeah, but you can see them very clearly. They should be able to see you. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah. For me, I think the biggest moments for me in E3 were definitely the reveals of the games I wanted to see. For example,
the pre-conference,
Yes, the conferences is what got my attention the entire time of E3. My favorite moments were I was incredibly intrigued by the new Metal Gear Solid. Never been in a single Metal Gear Solid game in my life, but I want to.
Did you hear the news out of that? The new voice actor, who's Kiefer Sutherland.
I only have one criticism of Metal Gear Solid.
What's that?
Horse stealth.
Yes.
Okay, why did the guards let's just let this random horse walk through the checkpoint?
I know, right?
That was a little absurd.
So we got Metal Gear Solid 5, which looks awesome. And then the other moments that just blew my mind was I forgot whose conference it was. It was I think it was EA's or something. What was after Microsoft? I forgot what it was.
Was it Ubisoft?
No, it was not Ubisoft. It was I think it was EA.
Was it EA?
Yeah, because they were talking about Battlefield 4.
Did they show anything about Battlefront 3?
No, all they showed was the teaser. Dude, at the end, they were like, at the end of the conference, like, oh, we just got a couple more things to show you, so we're going to show you this.
Square's doing a new game.
Yeah, here, hold on a second. But so, like, it had it to where, like, it was like, we have one more thing to show you, so here, enjoy. And then it just shows, like, the guy on Hoth and everything, and then, like, the snow speeder comes flying through the ground and crashes. Like, I, like, jokingly said, it's probably Battlefront 3. And then it was, and I flipped.
That was really
shit.
smart on their part to do that.
I flipped. I, like, honestly...
Because are they completely taking over those games?
DICE,
yeah.
EA got the rights to the Star Wars development, and DICE.
Here's the thing with EA. EA, for every one successful franchise they have, are kind of known for crashing and burning 10 others.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But I'm like, I have hope for Battlefront 3 just because DICE is working on the game, and DICE is the people who did Battlefield. So even if the game's like first person and like 32 on 32 teams, I'm totally down for it.
I'm glad EA is getting rid of the season pass.
Yes, God, that was the best decision.
That's one thing I hated about Borderlands. Is EA the ones who announced they're not going to do that stupid code thing when you do online? I hate that. No, that's the season pass.
That's season pass?
Online pass.
Yeah, because like I went and I
that shit annoys me so much.
Season pass is where you purchase like a small fee and you get all the DLC for free.
Yeah,
Online pass is the one where you have to pay to play.
Yeah, that's still stupid. They're getting rid of that too.
A season pass isn't a bad thing. There's nothing bad about it.
No, the season pass is great.
If you're gonna buy all the DLC, the season pass is cheaper.
I suppose.
But so for me, the biggest moments were the biggest 3 games I freaked over was Battlefront 3, Mirror's Edge 2, because I feel that game was
the first one.
That game was so underappreciated. It was a great game. It was that,
dude. New Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
I don't even remember Killer Instinct.
It was like Nintendo 64 days.
Yeah. Hey guys, I wasn't able to watch the press conference, but I heard there was something for the new Splinter Cell. And I love those games.
Yes,
I know you guys aren't all big on them, but I love those games.
Cell, but I know there's another Tom Clancy game that I have
not crap, what was the name of that one? That one looked really cool.
The other thing that I flipped over was Kingdom Hearts 3. 7 years I've been waiting for this thing.
Dude, so have I. Honestly, it's my favorite series ever.
That was one. Like,
Halo's there too, but
they didn't have a gameplay demo that I saw.
They had a small gameplay footage.
At Square booth, they had a cinematic view.
Yes. What they had was a small cinematic where it just kind of like it did an overview or like showing all the games they did, and then like it has where he's like in Traverse Town and there's like a flood of Heartless that he's riding through Traverse Town.
Dude, honestly.
Yeah, and I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game, but that actually looked really good.
You've never played a Kingdom Hearts game?
No.
Oh my god.
Dude!
You missed out on probably one of the greatest franchises of childhood.
Do you have a PS4 or PS3?
No, I don't.
Shit.
Do you have a PS2?
No.
God.
The reason I'm saying that is because 1 and 2
No, it's not a remix. 2 isn't. 1 is Rechain of Memories and then Birth by
No, I'm talking about they're putting the 2 out on the PS3.
Yeah, there was
they're doing
the AC remake.
These were all outside.
They were both on it.
These all had videos outside of the Thief booth, by the way. They had the big screen playing all this.
The HD remake is 1.
So many HD releases.
Birth by Sleep and Rechain of Memories.
They're actually putting that on the console.
What? I don't know what the hell's going on.
Dude, I could have sworn there were 2.
So look it up. I'm entirely sure.
Square has a new game. I don't remember if that was a Final Fantasy or not.
Final Fantasy.
But they had a picture where it would snap your face, and you know the preset sliders for faces and stuff. It would do all that, and it would try to make your picture. Okay. Which was really cool. I mean, the character looks like he doesn't talk at all.
I know. We got Kingdom Hearts 3 coming from Square Enix. We've got it's Final Fantasy Versus 13 or something like that, and then something else. But the crazy thing about Kingdom Hearts 3 is the fact that it's not Sony exclusive. It's actually coming out on the Xbox One too, which was a shock to a lot of people. I mean, that's another thing in Xbox One's favor. Because everyone said, I know a lot of people I would buy a PS4 just for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, yeah, Microsoft after this whole fiasco is going to be trying to buy up as many franchise titles. Well, not even exclusives necessarily. They're going to try to get everything the PS4 has and then exclusives.
And then get exclusives,
because they've got the deep pocket to do it. I mean, it's Microsoft.
Yeah. And the only thing that can screw up Kingdom Hearts 3 that one of my friends pointed out was if Square Enix went under in the time being, because Square Enix hasn't had the best time. But it's getting better. So. But, I mean, overall, I view that this was one of the best E3s I've seen in a long time. I mean, we got games we've got Metal Gear Solid 5, we got Battlefront 3, we've got Kingdom Hearts 3.
This is one of the more memorable ones of recent memory.
Yeah, we got Halo 5 coming out, which a lot of people were shocked about.
A lot of people are pissed. They finally Sorry.
No, go ahead. A lot of people were pissed about what?
Halo 5?
No, that when Halo 4 was taken over by
343?
343.
Oh, that's
Dude, that's
ridiculous.
so
That's
stupid.
people that are ignorant because 343 Studios is made up of old Bungie employees.
And it did a great job.
Yeah,
But
they did.
Yeah,
So
morons.
I mean,
it had its bugs, but
I don't know
hopefully
what
they'll
we're
do
talking
better
about.
for the next one.
no. But I mean, overall, E3 was fantastic.
later.
So I'm trying to
Let's see
think
what else.
Nintendo, let's all laugh at Nintendo for a
I
second.
got to play the new Assassin's Creed. Well, I didn't get to play it. I sat there at a screen while a developer played next to me explaining the game.
That's the way to
But
do
it was
it,
really
man.
impressive. They had some graphical issues, but like now they've got ship combat and everything.
Which
Where literally you
Well, they had that
ride
one-
your ship up along another ship and it fires all its cannons off, and you aim the cannons at the weak points and everything.
that's what happened in
Then
3.
when the ship was scuttled, she climbed up on the mast, swung over on a rope while her crew was all going for fighting. You know, it was it's
God.
impressive. You can capture
Dude,
people.
that's-
And, you can like, and when you capture a ship, you can like decide to loot it, kill the prisoners, take some of them as crew.
Anything
it's
on
impressive.
the Spielberg Halo thing?
No, they didn't talk. I didn't hear anything at all about that.
I honestly don't think that's going to be that great.
I think it's gonna be.
I
nice.
think it's gonna be great.
No,
Says the man
I like-
who's excited about ABC.
Okay, touche.
ABC the
Touche.
Shield.
Let me go on because I mean I think the idea of a Halo show is cool, but I don't think like Spielberg's gonna be as hands on as you think he is, dude.
But I mean, just
He
because,
made
like,
just
Falling Skies
watch-
and Terra Nova 2 shitty
watch,
shows.
Yeah, he did.
Falling Skies is
watch
I
Falling
heard
Skies
pretty
is
good.
terrible.
Was it Unto Dawn? Is
Huh?
that what it was?
Yeah, Forward Unto Dawn.
Forward Unto Dawn.
That wasn't Spielberg. That was Neil Blomkamp, I think.
Yeah, but still, like, it just showed that there actually is a chance for.
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot
not-
of-
I'm not dogging the
Master
Halo
Chief take off
series.
his helmet and Tom Hanks underneath it or
Dude,
something like
if they
that.
had
I'm
Tom
just-
Hanks underneath there, I would just. I think it'd be
They
the
already,
perfect
you
choice.
know, they already showed part of Master Chief's face in the last Halo. Like
Well,
at the very end,
I've
of the,
never finished 4.
you
I
got
never
it.
did
You got
either.
it. You have to beat it on Legendary mode. And I'm not. This is not like a
Always,
bullshit
always.
Easter egg. He shows part of his face. Like you don't see the whole thing. You see like the bottom half.
Bullshit.
Wow, but
Yeah, I'm not like downplaying. I'm not saying like the idea for a show is stupid. I'm just downplaying the significance of Spielberg being involved.
Yeah.
Because all he's doing is saying, "Here, that sounds cool. Here's some money." He's not putting that much input into it. I'm telling you.
I still think.
Yeah,
it's
but
great.
considering how I don't know.
I have to look up who the
Bungie
showrunner
Bungie
is
was
and all that.
really reluctant to. Bungie and Microsoft were really reluctant to give anyone the rights to make the movie originally.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
hopefully
that
they
whole
have that
process
same
was
kind of.
ridiculous.
Hopefully they have that same kind of tight control on this to make sure it's not crap.
Yeah, I'll have to look up who the showrunner is because
You know
I
what?
do think that was a really smart idea. They're gonna do like a Netflix thing, right, where you can only watch it if you have Xbox, obviously.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
it is.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Yeah,
it's
that's what
entirely
I
Xbox.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But someone,
And it's a series, though.
someone will get it online for free. Don't
Oh,
worry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Only a matter of time.
Always.
Especially with the new video capture feature and the live twitching.
They're shooting
they
themselves.
pretty
right
much
there.
they pretty much made it really easy
Yeah.
to pirate. Yeah.
Yeah.
But see what else did they have? There were some other cool things. but-
Like, here's the news piece. I just remembered. I heard
new
that,
VR
that there
helmet.
are 3 more Assassin's Creed games in development. Is
Oh,
what I
fuck.
heard. I know.
They're
You know,
making a
really?
ton of them.
I wish they go back to the Renaissance thing, man.
I know.
It's so. I love that era that they did with that.
I mean, like
the whole Italy thing.
Yeah, like the Revolution felt really fresh and everything like that, especially with how like they completely mapped the entire world to scale and where everything was. But
The Oculus, yeah.
The fuck
but,
is
I mean,
that?
it was good.
You didn't, it's like okay.
So,
this is Virtual Boy for the.
That looks
We're
ridiculous.
talking about the Oculus Rift that's being developed by Peter Molyneux right now.
Okay, I'll tell you this right now. Peter Molyneux, great figure in gaming history.
If you don't know who he is, he developed the classic Fable.
Yeah.
Okay.
One
Dude,
example.
dude, they got anything
Great
new on
reputation.
Fable?
I don't think they're having to do anything. Are they doing
He's-
anything on Fable? Ian? I don't think
He's
they are.
he's been real known for building things up really well and letting people down. I didn't.
That sounds like Guillermo del
Yeah.
Toro right there.
I didn't see any Fable presence, but again, I
Was there
I
one
didn't
there?
get to
Fable
see
3 was
most of the floor.
fantastic.
So, yeah, but, none
so-
of it.
So the Oculus Rift is like this thing you put on your head, and like you're actually like inside the game.
And someone is
Virtual
already developing a porn game for it.
No doubt.
No, I know. I'm not even kidding. That's already been confirmed.
I'm not surprised.
That's funny as hell.
Here's what I want to see in the Oculus Rift. I want to see the new Amnesia game in the Oculus Rift. I will shit my
Ooh.
pants. I swear to
What
God.
game?
Or even Slender.
New
Slender would be fun too.
Amnesia.
I wanted to get my hands on this.
It's possibly one of the freakiest horror games aside from Slender.
We gotta do a let's play
This
of
is
that,
this
guys.
is what
Yes, you do.
I really
this
want
is,
to.
This is the
I will show you.
this is the one thing I missed out on.
What's that?
This Oculus because they had it at E3 and they had it. You could demo it.
Uh-huh.
I missed out on that. I wanted to do
What
it
were
so
they
bad.
showcasing in it? Like,
I
do
don't
you
know.
remember?
All I know is I have pictures
Like,
of
they-
people I
they-
knew that went there that had it on. I was like, son of a. Didn't even see it.
Man.
Nice.
Here's a question.
Because I want to know if it's gonna be a flop or good.
Does E3 get
I think it'll be
any
a flop,
indie
but-
game presents there too, or is that mostly PAX?
There's
Probably
really
PAX.
not much of an indie game presence.
Okay,
in
so it's
E3.
mostly PAX.
There was some small stuff, like they had some like iPad OS X stuff, but you know.
iOS.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it was a fantastic year for E3. I got more I got what I wanted and more, and a few games that I've been waiting for years.
I'm just excited that we won with this Microsoft issue.
Yes, like the Microsoft issue. Since
Well, here I want to touch on that real quick. Okay, I know it seems like I'm a Sony fanboy, but I just want to say these are both incredible pieces of technology.
They are, yeah.
And I would, if I had the money, I would buy both. Okay,
So would I.
I don't want
But
to.
you go on PS3 route.
Right now, I'm on PS4.
Yeah.
Explain why.
What? Because you know what? I just have a. I can't explain it. I
No,
just.
you can't.
No,
I really can't. I know.
Sony.
I know. I sound ridiculously stupid
Because
right now.
you're a Sony fanboy.
I'm not. Yeah, no, but I'm not one of the irrational ones who's like, "Oh no, Sony's way better. I'm only gonna pick Sony." I'm not one of those
went to
morons.
Sony, but
Well, it's-
I'm
it's-
not
but
buying
it's-
Xbox.
For the most
just
part, I
saying.
almost went to Sony too.
Plus, it's cheap right now. Fuck it, it's cheaper. I'll buy it. There we go. That's my reason. It's cheaper.
Here's the reason I would go with Microsoft. Only the reason I am. It's got more features.
Xbox Live.
Well, yeah, live.
Another thing you need to consider, I'm not that much of a gamer. Okay, so
Live,
shut up,
you
guys.
always get live. Pretty much has had very good history with getting DLC earlier and getting exclusive DLC.
And
Although for some reason Sony keeps getting all the exclusive characters in fighting games, I will hand them that.
and then we have more exclusives
More
within the
more
first
exclusive
year.
titles.
We have better partnerships with our features and
Yeah.
features that we know people are going to use compared to Sony.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact Xbox On. I don't like that. I don't like.
Well, no, hold on. Don't care.
That's dumb.
Let me put this through. That's not a bad feature.
It's not a bad feature.
What's
I don't
bad?
like it.
What's bad is that you have to have that the Connect.
No, they just announced they can turn that off.
Yeah.
No, not turning it off. I'm saying that you have to have the.
Oh,
Connect.
yes, come with
Yes.
the console.
Oh, I
Okay,
hate
okay.
the
The Connect comes packaged with it, and
Which
it
is stupid.
shouldn't. They should
No.
have it. They should
So
have
they
an
can make it even
alternative way of
cheaper.
turning it on. Well, yeah, because that's the extra
That would be
$100.
the final straw that makes Microsoft win. It's
What
like a couple months before the holiday season, they announced, "Oh, you don't need the Connect in this anymore."
Well,
Yeah,
what I'm-
it's
that's
$100
what I'm-
cheaper.
well-
Yes.
even 50
even
bucks.
50 even will give them a win.
But
Yeah.
it's that is more than $50 in technology.
It's about $100. Yeah, that extra 100 from the 400 to 500. That's where that's coming from.
Yes.
is
But
fortunate, and they're making the same mistake there that Sony did last generation, where Sony's like, yes, we're going to put Blu-ray, we're going to put all this tech
Yes.
that
And
costs really expensive,
the-
and the system came out for 600, and no one bought it.
yes.
You know.
Yep.
The only reason I would choose right now Sony over Microsoft is
Indie
for
game?
a person like me. Yes. Indie
Bam!
game. Just because they have it to where
Point to
Microsoft
Cody.
is a lot more closed
point,
about
you can point
open
that out.
letting
I wanted to. I've been thinking it all
indie
day.
games, and PS4 is entirely open. You make a game for PS4, they will put it out there if it's a quality product, and it's
Xbox is doing that.
No, it's not. It's
With
not.
the DLC games?
Not
There's
as-
a bunch
not-
of indie ones.
Not wait for the Xbox One.
Xbox
No,
are
for
we're talking about
regular.
Xbox.
No, yeah,
Arcade.
for regular Xbox. Xbox One, they're being much more strict. You have to actually get
Yeah.
connections
You
with
know that
Microsoft.
shit'll change, dude.
Yeah, but right now, this is where we're at, and this
Here's
is
the
where the
thing.
industry is
Here's
at.
the thing. After seeing most of the stuff that was on Arcade, I don't think I'm going to miss out on a whole.
I don't think I'll.
There's a few
but,
titles that
But the
nice.
idea is what Cameron's talking about. He likes
No, the
to
idea
be
is
able
not.
to make
The
a
idea
movie
is
and put it
certainly
up there.
not.
I mean, like,
You know, and maybe
that's what
maybe they'll open it up because this is a policy thing. This isn't a hardware
yes.
thing.
Like right now,
Yeah, that's
if,
true.
if you look at it, a lot more indie games than not are shit. I mean, they're the biggest ones. There's one in a dozen or even less that come out really good. But just having that option there to be to get that chance is what I want, and that makes me excited. And Ian's eating PF Chang's again, or was that?
That is Panda Express.
Oh, Panda Express. Okay.
PF Chang's, man.
I don't know. I just thought
Dang, you just insulted PFJ.
piece of shit food.
It's like a quarter of the price.
Okay, I have a question.
And I have an answer.
Just because I don't know much about this, but so Microsoft today announced they're backing off the DMR or whatever thing.
And it's not
They're not going to spend that much money and completely abandon it, are they?
No,
They're going to implement it
No,
eventually.
they're completely abandoning it.
Really?
completely abandoning it.
Really? That's
Yes.
a lot of missed money on their
No.
part.
Here's the changes. There's no more DRM, so you don't have to be connected to the internet. You can lend, buy,
I just didn't think
sell,
they actually
use games.
fully
It's
abandoned
not. Here's another thing. It's not region locked anymore. You can be anywhere in the world and play any game that was developed for it in any country of the world, and it'll play. That was a big thing
And
too.
I think by far one of the most impressive things is that you don't have to pre-reserve your game.
Yes.
You want a game? Do you don't have to? Do you have an internet connection? Fine, go online.
That's one of the nicest things.
Any game, day one, you can buy it.
Yeah, almost every feature is the same now compared to the Xbox 360.
Oh, also, you know what's really impressive? The new Batman game.
I didn't get to see any of it.
Yes, that was cool.
I didn't even see the trailer.
That looked really cool.
I got my hands on that.
How was it?
And there was one, there's a few concerns.
You actually played it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, cool.
One of the concerns, that I think we even mentioned on one of the podcasts before, was that
the new developers.
There's new developers, and that Mark Hamill was no longer Joker.
Right. Well, Joker's not even in it.
No.
He is in it.
He is?
Joker is in it, and he sounds exactly like Mark Hamill.
Does he really? That's cool. Then.
It's not Mark Hamill, but it sounds exactly like him.
Here's the question.
And the game plays very similar to Arkham City.
Especially with the combat?
It feels
awesome.
fun. So the combat feels improved, actually.
That's what I'm saying. If it's cool, then I'll enjoy it. I'm not just going to write it off just for no reason. If it's cool, I'll embrace it.
The graphics are way improved, and it's
cool.
It's kind of like they improved with Assassin's Creed, where they made the counters a little more difficult.
Yeah.
So it's the same with Batman. Batman, the counters were really fucking easy. So they made them a little more difficult. It's fun, man. From what little I got to play and see. It looks
Cool.
good.
Here's a question. No, never mind. It's not a serious question. Like I almost asked Xbox or PC for that, but I mean I want to choose PC. We also had Watch Dogs.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, that's been. I think I've seen enough of that. I just want to get the game already. They just keep releasing shit.
The two
from
games
that.
I want this year. Actually three. One of which is released. I want Last of Us. I want to get that already. And the two games I'm looking forward to the most are Watch Dogs and Beyond Two Souls. I cannot wait for either of those games.
Nintendo had practically no presence at either.
Let's just laugh at them.
Nintendo said...
Let's all laugh at them for a second.
Nintendo gave...
I will give Nintendo this, though. Mega Man and the new Smash Brothers.
And same thing, they put the Wii U Fit Trainer in there.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Nintendo's got a couple things going good for them. Right now, they've got the HD remake of Wind Waker, which I think will be good for the Wii U. And then on the 3DS, they got A Link Between Worlds, which is basically A Link to the Past.
I can't take Nintendo seriously the last few generations.
Oh, absolutely.
They need to stop shooting for gimmicky. They need to be more because that's one of the big reasons they don't have third-party developers is because all of their systems are so much different from the standard system.
Well, then not to mention that they were never really open to third-party developers
they
at
all
any
have,
point
they,
in their
Well, I mean, they all have a gimmick, so they're just making it worse. Because when a developer makes a game, it's like, what do I have to transfer? Just the control scheme and a little bit of things for the software?
when you see them
or do I have to program it for a brand new, weird type of mechanic the controller in game has?
I mean,
when they put Call of Duty World at War for
the
Wii,
that was terrible.
Holy shit, that was probably the worst. They were like N64 graphics.
It was horrible.
They were terrible.
And people played it.
Dreamcast had better graphics.
And people played it. It was so sad.
Yeah.
And people played it.
I couldn't imagine how laggy it was.
Dude, it was
And
bad.
I will tell you, as a having done game development, one of the hardest things you can do is taking polygons off of a model, simplifying its polygons.
Yes. Oh god.
Convert it to a new system. Cameron, you know that you take design classes.
Dude, I just.
Can you imagine taking like a multi-100,000 polygon model and dumbing it down to Nintendo?
No.
I'd rather shoot myself.
Dumbing it down to Nintendo.
Dude, no, seriously, if you have to remove that many polygons, you might as well start from scratch because it will take less time.
It's a little easier to recreate everything.
Because the moment you remove any polygons, something that was formed is now like exploding. It's horrible. God, no.
So Nintendo, please get with the game. I love your handhelds, but I want to see.
Dude, the 3DS is the
Speaking of 3D Pokemon, I guess they're finally doing.
Pokemon is great.
What
about Pokemon?
They're doing a 3D.
Is it just the handheld one, or is it actually console?
3D World is like France based, based in France is like the inspiration.
But is it on 3DS or is it Wii U?
I don't know. I think
because I want it to be on console.
I honestly haven't been
3DS
to
is
anybody's house and seen.
But can you remember Pokemon?
They're very.
I love Pokemon Stadium.
The game combat's like that.
Oh, it's awesome.
So there's some cool stuff.
I feel like the 3DS is what Nintendo's got going for them right now. They're trying to get some new stuff going for the Wii U.
I don't even notice the 3D on that though. It's like
the 3D you have
it's just cleaner.
There's 3D.
I know there is, but it's not even that remarkable.
That 3D
in my
makes
opinion.
me sick. I can't play it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even that cool.
No, I mean I'll turn it on for 10 minutes sometimes for some games. I turned it on for Ocarina of Time when that first came out, and that was great. But but I need some fresh stuff for the 3DS. I played I want to say a couple hours of the Luigi's Mansion on the game 3DS, and it was great.
Oh my God, Saints Row 4.
Oh yeah,
I cannot wait. I don't even care. If you haven't played Saints Row 3, you're missing out. Saints Row 4 looks just as good, if not better.
Yep.
That's all I have to say.
Cool.
It's absurd.
Awesome.
And there's so many big names in it too.
I cannot wait. That'll be fun.
There's a lot of big names too in this one.
For sure.
But I mean, overall, I think this E3 was one of the finest.
This is one of the few
It was almost
E3s where I've
funny.
actually like.
It was one of the
It
most
had to be.
controversial one in years.
It
but
was,
It was great though.
I know,
loved it.
polarizing, man. It's like people.
Oh shit, that's not.
Well,
good.
every time there's new systems,
We're watching a hockey game right
every
now. in
time
case you
there's
guys
new
are confused.
systems,
It's
you know,
always gets controversial and everything like that. But I mean,
Like,
Jack-
shit got nasty between people. Like, oh.
it did. Oh yeah.
Reddit
I
was
couldn't
exploding
believe it.
over this shit.
It's like it's just fucking video games, man.
Here, like everyone was like complaining about the backwards compatibility, and like my
yeah.
argument was like half of Reddit's argument was like you don't have to throw away your old consoles.
Yeah.
It was like seriously.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, people always freak the fuck
If
out.
you
my
just
God,
have your
you
PS3 up
oh
on
my
top.
God, you have to move the HDMI port
Yeah.
1 inch over.
I
Holy
think they should do
crap.
what Apple's doing and be able to recycle your console for some money towards your new console.
That's what GameStop.
That's what you
does.
used to play, like
No,
GameStop.
I
yeah.
know.
GameStop just goes here. We're gonna give you
But,
less
I mean-
money than if you melted
What,
your
you mean,
shit
like,
down
actually-
and sold it as a
you mean
paper.
They're
actually-
even doing that with Apple at GameStop.
Are you talking about like through like Microsoft
funny.
itself and everything like
Yeah,
that?
I wasn't thinking GameStop right away. I never sold a console at GameStop.
Don't
Don't.
don't
Oh, I
sell
know, I know.
don't sell anything at GameStop. They
I sell
will
games at GameStop.
they will bend you
It-
over
I
and
modded
rape
this
you.
thing, so I don't buy games anymore.
No, I mean like the only time I ever traded in games was when it was within like a month and it actually still had like a resale value to a degree.
Yeah,
Or like it had it where there's like the bundles where it's like
because after like a year, they're like, we'll give you 50 cents and resell it for
no,
$70.
like, I bought,
Yeah,
like,
it's bullshit.
at one point I was going to sell Guitar Hero 3. I walked in and the guy's like, honestly, it's worth more in the garbage.
Seriously,
Wow.
no, like you can buy Guitar Hero 3 for like $4.
Yeah.
And they'll buy it.
No,
they
no,
don't
like-
even buy it anymore.
No, they don't.
I don't blame them though. I mean, at some point they do have to resell it.
Oh, I know.
And they're gonna take a hit on the ones they don't sell. So I get that they had to pay you less, but it has gotten to the point where it's just
Well, they gotta
ridiculous.
obviously make a profit.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Which
got to the
makes
point where
sense,
it's
but
just
I mean,
it's ridiculous.
Like you could just buy Assassin's Creed and 2 weeks later try to sell again.
Listen.
$20.
And this is why I am going PC.
Oh.
And I cannot wait for the Steam Summer Sale.
Dude, I bought
Yeah.
Gears of War 3, and
Yeah.
I bought the $120 fucking thing, and like
So did
a few months later, I sold it for like $13.
I think we've
Yeah, I know, that's
pretty
what I
much.
watched too.
I was just gonna let it run its course.
I think we've got our gaming.
Yeah.
we both agreed
fair
E3 was
amount, yeah.
fantastic.
Do you have any
Nearly an
idea when
hour.
Do you
Yeah.
have any idea when the Steam Summer Sale is hitting?
Summer.
On that note,
Dude, it'll probably hit July.
Shit.
let's move on,
I
gentlemen.
want it now.
Can we take a break
Huh?
so I can at least open the garage? It's fucking hot. in
It
here.
is hotter than
Fine,
balls.
I'll take a fucking break, whatever. All right, so a couple news stories here to start out. So, word on the street is that Avengers 2 has found their actor to play Quicksilver. Did you hear about this, Ian?
Yeah.
Did you hear about this? Aaron Taylor Johnson, who plays Kick-Ass in Kick-Ass,
Oh, yeah,
is
I
reportedly
heard about that.
is reportedly in talks for the role. I think that's a good choice. I don't know much about
It could
Quicksilver.
be. I have to see him without the crazy hair and stuff.
No
Yeah.
one remembers him from Shanghai Noon.
He was in that?
Or Shanghai Nights, I'm sorry.
My question.
The mic
is-
probably didn't pick
my
any of that up,
question
by the
is,
way.
Like, because I know they don't own X-Men, but he was an X-Men.
Yeah, they're the deal that they have right now. X-Men gets the right to call it Quicksilver, but in the Avengers they can't say it, so they give him a different name in the Avengers. But it's the same character. It's really fucking stupid. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Did I say Dick? Oh,
No,
that's funny.
he like stopped as like he realized he mispronounced it, so it sounded like you said they gave him a dick.
Anyway, yeah, they have to give him a different name in Avengers, but it's the same character essentially. Next, speaking of Marvel, a shit ton of casting is going down for Guardians of the Galaxy. You brought up possibly Jason Statham being Rocket Raccoon, right? Is it?
Possibly or one.
Possibly.
They're trying
Possibly.
to cast him because apparently Rocket Raccoon's got like a British Cockney accent,
Yeah,
and so a whole bunch of fans are like, "Fucking Statham."
yeah, yeah.
As an animated raccoon.
And then also we got Glenn Close, John C. Reilly, and Benicio del Toro are all joining this
John C.
movie.
Reilly.
John C. Reilly, I forget which one he's gonna play, but he's gonna play one of them.
Weird.
And then people are I don't think it's true, but people are like speculating as to whether or not Del Toro is gonna be Thanos, but I don't think it's gonna happen. It'll be interesting to see. And today, an originally terrible.
Thanos.
You ruined my joke.
No.
That was a good line.
Thanos is not going to be the villain in Avengers 2.
I know.
They've already confirmed that.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm just saying that doesn't mean the character's not gonna be in it.
No, Thanos is not supposed to be in
No,
Avengers 2.
Thanos is supposed to be in Guardians of the Galaxy though.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why I was thinking Avengers.
Glad because of the previous story is
I don't
Avengers.
know. Yeah, whatever.
That's okay. And today, I want to wait. Oh, I guess whatever. And today, in originally terrible but then incredibly awesome news, Warner Brothers has officially pulled the plug on the sequel to Dumb and Dumber.
Yep.
But Universal stepped in and saved it. So
Did they
now
really?
they're going to start shooting and then could be come out next summer. So I'm very happy about this.
As long as it's not bad as Dumb and Dumberer.
Don't bring that up. People who made that are not coming back at all. I like how Casey's probably gonna be really stoked to hear that he's not
here. The
here.
only good part about that was that there's shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally shit everywhere.
Shit everywhere. What the hell is wrong
And
with
this
you?
week in Amazing Spider-Man 2 news, because we talk about this all the time.
Love this.
First of all, apparently the Vulture is going to be in it.
Oh.
Which brings me to my point. Apparently Sony has come to their senses and realized they're cramming way too many characters into the sequel. And they have apparently deleted the entire role of Mary Jane Watson. And they're going to save her for the third movie instead, even though they already filmed numerous scenes with her.
Whoa, who was she?
Shailene Woodley. She was in she's really hot. She was in The Descendants.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she was going to play Mary Jane, but they cut her role entirely.
Wow. Well, I mean, Gwen Stacy's still in it, right?
I think she's going to die.
She's
going to die.
She's going
I've seen set photos, okay?
I've seen set photos. I see blood.
She's wearing the same outfit she did in the comics when she died.
Falling from the bridge? Maybe?
Yep, I hope that's going to be that.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah, spoiler.
Is Green Goblin going to be in this too then?
Yep.
Jesus
Did we
Christ.
talk about this a while ago?
My God.
Will it be,
This is just like, it's like a cluster.
Am I the only one
That's
who's
what I'm saying.
excited about this?
But the
No.
word is, because Sony just announced, Sony just announced they're going to release Spider-Man 3 and 4 like every 2 years. And the rumor is, since they're adding all these villains, they're going to do like a Sinister Six type thing.
I'm hoping it's not that. I'm hoping what it is that they do something that at least most superhero movies do not do. And that's, instead of making these villains big time villains that you're going to be seeing the whole time, instead do little quick scenes. Okay, Spider-Man's out on patrol. He runs into the Rhino robbing a bank. He beats up the Rhino, goes to the cops.
Yeah,
so you kind of see more like the comic what's going on, and then that kind of leads into the major villain. Like, fuck the villain. That one villain.
That's what I
One
thought.
of the minor villains.
That's what I thought they were going to do with the Rhino.
I was hoping.
But they released set photos and like the Rhino, Paul Giamatti's like in a mech suit type thing. Like
a
it's,
fat suit?
Yeah, not a fat suit. It's like
He's just fat.
it's not gonna be like the Rhino with the stupid suit and the horn and all that. It's gonna be probably like a mech suit. But so he's gonna be in it later than the original. Yeah. But hey, CG, you were gone when I said this, but Universal just saved Dumb and Dumber 2. So Dumb and Dumber 2 is happening this year. No,
This year?
no, they're probably gonna film this year and try to shoot for next summer.
That's fucking stupid.
Really?
Yes.
All right. I thought it
Dude,
was cool.
I mean, think about it. How many years has it been?
Like 20. That's it'll be 20 years when they release it.
Jim Carrey hasn't really been that funny since then.
What are you talking about? Popper's Penguins.
Okay, you know, he had his moment in Wonderstone, but it wasn't. I can't wait to see what he's gonna do in Kick-Ass.
He was decent in Burt Wonderstone, actually.
Yeah.
Shit, sorry.
Easy now.
Damn it, Casey.
And lastly, we got to mention this.
Hey, can I?
What's
I
up?
know it's off topic,
What's up?
but I really want to hear what he has to say about the Mandarin.
Mandarin? Oh, well, I don't.
Yeah, you weren't here.
If that's okay.
You weren't here for our review.
I don't think the Mandarin was the Mandarin. I think the Mandarin was
Guy Pearce.
Guy Pearce.
Exactly. That's
I have
Thank you.
I have no complaints about it.
I feel good when I'm on the same page as Ian. I'm like, yes.
The only difference from the comics people are upset about is the Mandarin is a guy with magic rings.
Yeah.
Okay,
And they can't exactly bring that into a more grounded in reality Iron Man film. Slightly grounded in reality.
Okay, here's the thing. And there's some conflict there. I will agree. Every Iron Man film has kind of been grounded in the biggest thing there is tech.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But they do make a reference to Thor in the movie.
Well, yeah.
When Guy Pearce says, "Ever since that guy with the hammer fell from the from orbit, subtlety's kind of gone out the window." And and Iron Man is involved with the Avengers, so they could use magic. But yeah, I kind of appreciate that they didn't. I liked the twist. I thought it was good.
See, thank you.
I did like it.
I mean,
the twist. Don't get me wrong. I think
I didn't
they could have made.
I didn't hate it though.
I think they could have made a really awesome dark film if they had kept with the Mandarin being a terrorist and like actually a real thing, and AIM just backing him. But I did like it because if you know anything about the comics, you know anything about AIM. AIM is this big behind the scenes, we create villains, we control everything type of group, and they hit that nail on the head perfectly, and they set up possibly one of the silliest villains ever.
That's so awesome.
MODOK, who, if you don't know who he is, Google him. He's a giant floating head with tiny arms and tiny legs. And hopefully he gets let into the Deadpool. Hopefully he gets let into the Deadpool movie because Deadpool is.
Well, Deadpool's clearly a different universe.
I don't
studio.
care. Hopefully
It's not gonna
Marvel.
happen.
Hopefully Marvel has the Deadpool movie.
They don't.
Because
That's all Fox.
because Deadpool has a fear of villains with large heads.
After Ian just let
That's
Casey
Fox,
hang in
it's
for a
not
high
same
five for a
universe.
minute, it reminded me. We had it to where we went to
Let's tell the story.
Disneyland one day, and we're sitting there in like the California Adventure area, like where you order the food by the store in over California. And I don't remember what I did or what I said, but
Point is, Cameron offered to high five, and I was distracted.
High five, and I'm like, all right, high five, and then Cody was distracted. And I'm like, okay then.
And I was distracted by a giant cookie that was on the register. It was kind of funny at the time, but yeah. All right, but on a serious note, the last thing I want to talk about today, James Gandolfini passed away, so let's give a quick moment of silence for him.
Not going to say anything about him? Like, how awesome he was in The Sopranos?
Yeah, he was great, man. I've already talked about it today. He's a fantastic actor. What were you pointing at?
I was pointing at the timer there. You didn't have to go with that. There was a timer right there in front of you.
Did you see The Sopranos?
Yeah.
I never saw The Sopranos.
It was good.
Yeah, all the way through?
Most of it.
It's such a fantastic series.
I love
and
very little is good all the way through. Very little is good all the way through.
What do you mean?
In terms of series and movies.
Oh,
but that's not what we're talking about, though. Just, gonna give our condolences.
There's always something that could be better. That's my point.
Oh, in the show?
Yeah. Yes.
What did you find that could have been better?
No, he's talking about in general, not actually at that show.
You said, did you like? Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
All right, so let's move on to trailers.
I don't want to go off topic on like another 40-minute discussion.
Well, this is the first time we haven't gone off topic.
Yeah. I'm trying.
No, we did.
We're doing it
we
right
still got
now.
like 40 minutes to go.
Yeah.
So
The puppy has been up for like 10 seconds.
But
Casey,
it
you
needs
gotta
to
be
happen, man.
Okay. All right. First trailer. Insidious Chapter 2.
Not excited.
You're not excited. You weren't a fan of the first Insidious, which is
not.
surprising.
I'm sorry. I'm not afraid of Darth Maul.
Okay, fair enough. I just thought it was one of the because there's so many.
I'm not afraid of Darth Maul.
The bad guy in Insidious.
Dude, it wasn't. It was the only part that he was actually freaky was when he showed up behind the shoulder. That was great. That made you jump.
Yeah.
Or at least it made me jump.
There's a big difference between a jump scare and something that's actually scary.
I hate jump scares so much.
Like a cute
You
little,
don't like those?
I hate jump scares.
Why?
Or it's like and they scare you.
Like
It's
just
fucking annoying.
anyone standing behind a door can get you with a jump scare. Like anyone.
It's the sound. It's the sound.
It's like the stupid thing with the bathroom mirror, and they always close that, and there's someone behind you. It's retarded.
Insidious was like a classic horror-sounding film, which was cool. I mean, it was a modern-looking movie. It didn't look old school, but it wasn't. I mean, the bad guy did look a little far-fetched, but I thought it was pretty neat looking. They didn't try to like
the bad guy.
It was an actual person. It wasn't.
Yeah,
fake.
the bad guy kind of ruined it for me though.
Well, that's not the point. What we're talking about right now.
It looked too silly. I couldn't take it seriously after that when I saw the bad guy.
It was kind of what was it.
I get your point. I get your point that it wasn't like a masked up freako.
But that's what I thought it was.
And it's kind of cool. But I would almost appreciate just like a normal dead guy over Darth Maul.
When he was in hell, it was pretty cool. It was pretty creepy.
Yeah,
I think they did.
I just didn't. I didn't feel
making that. Trying to give you that old classic horror film, like unlike Paranormal Activity 4, which was absolute shit.
Yes, it was.
But I mean, they ruined the series.
3.
I like 3.
1 and 2 were good. 3 was okay. 4 was absolute garbage.
Yeah, I really liked the series up until 4. 4 was just like, I'm done.
And now we've gone off topic.
And we have gone off topic. Everyone shut up.
All right.
We did it, guys. We did it. So.
Dude, come on.
What? We gotta get going here.
Wow.
All right, keep going.
We're gonna split this up right. Yeah, dude, it's blowing up.
You're making it worse.
All right. Insidious Chapter 2. So you're not excited for the second one?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Not remotely.
Nothing in the trailers like, oh, that's kind of cool?
Nope.
Okay. I thought it looked.
Not my
it looked like the first movie. I liked the first movie, so I like this. I'll probably like this movie.
My voice isn't cracked anymore, so I can't hear it any good.
But yeah, Casey, you're gonna see it. I'll see it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Dude, I saw that
Don't
one
hold
like 2 or
back
3
now,
times.
Yeah, tell us how you really feel.
No, I really enjoyed the first one. I thought it was. I went.
It's one of the better horror movies
this
come out
could
in a
be
while.
shit, I didn't even know anything about it until I went and saw it, and I was like,
how's this
well, you know what? I'll try it.
Yeah.
I walked out of that movie just in like shock. It was a great fucking movie.
Good one. All right, next trailer. The sequel to 300. This is 300: Rise of an Empire.
I never saw the first one.
Let's just get this out of the way.
I enjoyed.
Zack Snyder movie, right?
It's not. He's producing it. He's not directing it. Well, that being said, this looks exactly like the first one.
Absolutely. Like
Similarly, not
excited. A lot of fucking slow motion.
You weren't a fan of the first one?
No, I like the first one. I'm not excited about the second one though. I think that kind of ruins it.
Yeah, it might. Yeah.
What was the first? When did the first one come out?
I think the whole
07?
point at the end was supposed to be the dramatic thing.
It was a 6, wasn't it?
07.
I think the whole thing that caught me with the first one is, it's some. I mean, not
I thought it was
obviously
longer.
not entirely historical,
Is it part
but
of the graphic novel?
it's based off a real event, and they have this whole scenario where it's like, here are the good guys. They're defending themselves. They're against outnumbering odds, and they lose. And I think ending it there is good because it's like, it's the good guys don't always win, no matter how valiant your effort. Sometimes it's just not good enough. And now they're coming back with now there's these other guys. They got a second chance, and I'm just not crazy about it.
Is it part of the graphic novel?
I'm unaware.
I don't think so, actually. I believe the original plan was they're going to wait for Frank Miller to write the sequel to the next comic
He
book.
never did.
I don't think he did it, to their in time. So I think they just went ahead and made it.
Yeah.
I believe.
Is he the writer of the actual movie?
I don't know about the movie. I just know he wrote the comic, but
Well, I wonder if he is for this one.
he might be. Maybe like a story credit or something. But all right, so I guess we're not really looking forward to this. I'm not really. I don't really want to say it that much.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
It looks decent.
But I'm not.
It looks decent.
I'm not excited. Is my point.
I wonder if it'll be better. I mean, it kind of looks like Immortal a little bit too.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the more I see Kick-Ass, the less I'm excited for it.
Huh?
Like, as much as I loved the first Kick-Ass, the more I see of it, the less I'm excited.
Okay.
The less you're excited?
The new trailer is just not impressive.
That's why I don't watch trailers as much anymore. I watch them once, except for Only God Forgives.
Oh God.
I saw the new trailer today, and I nearly creamed
There's a
my
new
pants.
trailer today?
It was showing on IMDb.
Don't hold back now, man. Tell us how
No,
it really
seriously,
is.
but it got a lot of booze.
They got a lot of booze. And
Yeah.
You cream your pants and everyone else.
It got a lot of booze, but it got.
Tracy's like, guys, this is awesome.
Hey, but did it?
why are you guys
amazing,
booing right
Hey,
now?
didn't Drive get a lot of booze too?
Not as many as this. You can do that
Yeah,
much.
they have already got rated on IMDb and said it's trash.
Yeah, it's got terrible in Rotten Tomatoes. By the way, I hate Rotten Tomatoes. I'll get to that later when we talk about Superman. But so the next trailer we're gonna talk about
I got panned about a lot of people, actually.
the Lego Movie.
Yeah.
Why
Actually, it
is
looks
this
silly,
being made?
And it looks kind of funny.
I want to watch it.
It's so
I wanna watch
absurd. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm
It's
not gonna
like
go see it.
All right.
It looks fun.
But it looks funny.
No, we'll go
I'm-
see it because
You know
we'll
what?
get
I'm
you in for
honestly okay. Look, I used to love Legos as a kid. I loved them, and
Yeah,
they've
so
made
We all did.
they've made some pretty unique Lego video games. I'm very skeptical that this can carry itself as an in theaters movie. I think this looks more
This
like
is
something
like-
I might watch on TV once
This-
when I was bored,
this
but
is
not
like-
something I'd really go out
Like,
and
I feel
spend
like the
money on.
concern for this movie is like the same concern you have for the Ratchet and Clank stuff.
Yeah, except this is definitely going to be more kiddie. Like,
Yes.
it was never targeted at adults. Like, nothing about it
But
is.
it will still get a laugh out of me. Like I can just tell that.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying
one thing it has going
It's
for it.
Will Arnett.
One thing it has
It's
going for
definitely
it.
unique. I'll give it that.
Sorry,
I'm saying this. One thing it has going for it. The directors of it. From Cloud with a Chance of Meatballs. Okay,
Never seen it.
don't say
it.
anything. Also, they made 21 Jump Street.
What?
Right? Right?
Oh, well, because did you see the
Right?
cast in it?
Yeah, but they also made Cloudy with a Chance of
I like
Meatballs.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I like that movie. I know it's not for everybody, but I like that one.
All right.
But yeah. Oh well.
Well, you're slowing down.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, so we're all agreed this looks somewhat humorous?
Yeah.
Like next trailer.
Don't even get me started.
I don't want to get you started because we're already off topic now. Alright. Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Nah, sold.
I'm
I
gonna,
didn't like the first movie that much.
You know, I'm with you, Cody.
Hey, Cameron. I'm with you, man.
Thank you.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm not crazy about it. Like,
I'm not- but here's
I
the-
definitely think they could have done better with the
Yes.
first movie, but I'm still gonna see it because there's just
Yes.
not that many good fantasy movies
Like,
around, and
now-
I love Tolkien.
Now here's
and I like
now-
the world.
Now here's what I do give
Fair enough.
them about the
Fair
first
enough.
movie. It took a long time to get going, which makes sense and everything
I
like
fell
that.
asleep.
But being this, since it's the second one, it's going to be that much faster to get
Yeah,
going. Now. I'm excited for this.
You think about that for some movies.
I
but
read
they don't.
I read a lot, and there's a level of there's an effect like The Hobbit and some of the Lord of the Rings
Yes.
having where I can really lose myself in the film, and that's why I'm going to see it.
Yes.
Well, it's
And-
certainly
and
not
the
not
Hobbit,
perfect.
The Hobbit
but,
movie
you know.
has done a lot better so far than the original series did with touching on almost all the events of the book and everything like that.
Yeah,
which
it
makes
doesn't
sense
necessarily
considering it's
mean it was
all three
entertaining.
movies and everything. But someone has to read the book.
No, that's not. You shouldn't have a prerequisite for watching
I-
a movie. A movie
I-
should
This
do its
is-
job.
This book's been
Well,
out
no,
60
No,
years.
you should not have a prerequisite for watching.
But no, here's the thing, Cody. I do agree that you shouldn't have to watch it to enjoy the film, but it is classic.
understand it
It is
helps.
classic literature,
I understand help.
and you certainly will have more appreciation for things that are in the film that
Well, here's the deal.
that a normal viewer would otherwise miss, because realistically, those Tolkien has such in fantasy books in general have such detail in the background. You can't translate in a movie without wasting a bunch of time.
This book series was so
you can do it in a
impactful.
series, not a movie.
You do realize that this series was so impactful in the.
I read the original trilogy.
So
I'm not.
The book series was so impactful. The only thing that outsold this book series when it was at its highest point was the Bible. That was the only thing that outsold it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's showing something.
Yeah, it's just because they threaten people.
What?
Read it, go to hell.
Oh no.
On that note, okay.
But I'm excited.
I will say I was sold on this movie. I don't not want to see it. It's Hobbit, you know.
Yeah.
First time I
No,
see it.
we'll see it, but it doesn't look as.
But like,
But
I was sold just the last shot when the dragon came out. I was like, that's
Like-
really freaking cool.
Yeah.
what sold me even more about this is what's to
Smaug.
come in the
Smaug.
third
Whatever
one,
the fuck his name
because in the third one there's going to be a giant ass war that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And Ian knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't. So
I
I
just,
the movies. I didn't read the books.
I just hope they still keep Tom Bombadil out of it.
Yeah.
I do
Tom-
not
Tom-
want to see
Tom
that
Bombadil,
annoying.
like-
that is the
Oh my
worst
God.
part of the books. Like, there's I
Like,
know I have friends that will disagree with me. I'm like,
it
it's
was
the
a
worst
good
thing.
filler to get
It's the dumbest thing.
Yeah, it's the
It just
dumbest thing, but
sings constantly.
it wasn't that bad. It wasn't.
It reminds me of like a old Disney film.
Which one?
It's a character in the Lord of the Rings series.
His name is
called
Tom Bombadil. Like
He's some ancient
between
guardian.
like the original movie where
Yeah.
they actually left the Shire and they got to Bree.
They run into
They
him.
run into like the dark forest where like the trees literally move around and they get lost like every 5 feet they go. And Tom Bombadil's the only person in the entire forest who actually can communicate with the trees and make them do what he wants, and he gets them out. Of the
Yeah,
forest and
he's this
stuff like that.
pointless,
But,
annoying
like,
character, basically.
like you know how like
He's
you
almost
know how,
as bad
like,
as Radagast the Brown.
Yeah.
that's what I was about to say.
Ridiculous.
He's worse.
He's pretty much like that, except he's
Yeah.
not high.
Yeah, that was one of those Christmas that happened. That movie, Radagast Around was annoying.
Yeah,
Which one was he?
he was the high.
He was the crazy druid.
He was the wizard that was high the entire time.
He was too silly.
Oh yeah, the one with the rabbits.
Yes.
They could have made him a cool character. I get him being a little whimsical, having to live with animals and stuff his whole life, but they made him too silly. That was the problem.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Next trailer. I thought Casey was gonna love this, but apparently he
I
didn't.
did.
I thought it was cool.
I thought for a Scorsese film, it kind of turned me off.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
I'm intrigued by this.
It does not look like a Scorsese movie, but
I don't-
man,
Not at all.
no. But
But
I
you know,
think
it's
it
one
looks
of those
great.
ones that you still got to see. What Scorsese movie was horrible?
Bad.
Horrible, I'm saying, not bad.
Okay,
horrible.
okay, I can't.
You know, I wasn't big on Shutter Island.
I wasn't.
Shutter
one
Island, I really
You know
enjoyed
why?
that.
You know why I was
enjoyed it.
bummed about
Why?
Shutter Island mostly is because before the movie even came out, I had a feeling that was.
That's how it ended.
Yeah, I have so many people that
Dude,
know that.
Dude, like
I'm 100%
it
positive.
never occurred to me. I never saw the movie till like a year or a year and a half after it came out. I watched it at like 1 in the morning. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" Like,
It was.
I enjoyed
to
it.
me, it was predictable. It just
No,
made the most
no.
sense.
My problem with it didn't lie with Scorsese. It just arrived with the book, the source material. I didn't like the ending.
No,
I didn't like the twist.
I
for
enjoyed
me-
the ending.
For me, I loved it.
How it
too.
was all in his head. I don't like it.
I enjoyed it.
Okay, spoiler.
Fuck it. I don't care.
But
No,
the
I
movie's
loved
been
it.
out for years.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Shutter Island, shame on you. Okay, come on.
No,
And you're listening to our
liked it.
podcast where we
Yeah.
spoil movies that barely
But
come
all
out.
the time. Yeah.
But I loved it, like, just for the fact that, like, the mystery of it in the entire time and everything. Like, I never knew anything about it.
That is 2 count for off topic.
Okay.
2
I-
count.
I was wondering, I'm like, who's gonna realize that I'm
Are
really
we
off
showing
topic?
puppies?
Normally, I don't like when studios put these famous songs in their trailer just to make it look cool.
God.
But I will say it worked for this, man.
Dude,
Putting Kanye
Kanye's
in
album's
there.
supposed to be really good.
I listened to a few songs. It's pretty
I
good.
think the
I have it.
the worst example of a studio putting a famous song in like a movie trailer was I did not like it for Gangster Squad at all.
Which was.
Oh, I don't want to get into that again.
I
The
don't
Jay-Z,
remember-
the Jay-Z song that was in there.
I hated that so much.
Yeah. But
Dude,
that was
the song they did for Great Gatsby worked really well. Love Is Blind.
Yeah,
by
yeah.
West.
That was a great choice.
That's what sold me on going to see that movie.
I still haven't seen it.
No,
No. It was a disappointment.
huge disappointment.
But yeah. So, anyways,
all right.
three
No, but
times
I know
off
what
topic.
you're saying, Coach. There's some movies that really like hype you up because of the starting song.
Yeah, but I think it worked for this one. That was really cool.
It did.
But no, you know what? That's one of those songs that I had never heard before.
I never heard it either. But like, I'm sold. I want to watch this movie.
All right. Final trailer.
4 hours.
I know. Final trailer.
Yeah, fuck it.
Anchorman 2.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Part 1 and
Do it
part 2.
live.
Part 2.
Anchorman
Part
2. We all like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never.
I
saw the
was-
first one.
I was sufficiently impressed.
I am disappointed.
I was not. I thought
I
especially the convict joke at the end, that was great.
That part was funny.
That
but
was the best part of the
He was
trailer.
like, "Is that your leg between or between
That was
my-"
funny.
That was
No,
that
it
could have
was
been
a
that,
stupid joke.
No, that was no. I expected him to say something else besides.
I was
my
expecting,
hand.
it's my boner.
Yeah.
No, that's what I thought too.
Like,
that's what I thought.
that
I'm
would've
like,
been
he's
fun.
gonna go to this level. I'm like, it's my hand. Like,
Hold up.
okay.
Have you considered the fact that it wasn't
That was dubbed.
that it wasn't a Red Band trailer?
Yeah,
Well, it's
true.
going to be PG-13. It's not going to be Red Band.
He can still
Oh,
say
Red Band's only for ours.
If
That's
they
all I
if
know
they
it's
made an
PG-13.
R-rated movie, it'd be that much funnier.
Yeah.
I hope it turns out.
It
Very
won't.
hard.
But I've already shared my opinion on Anchorman, the first one. So I'm for this being
your
one of my
favorite
favorite movies ever. I mean, this
Was
did a
this
good
your
job.
favorite? Was this your favorite?
This was one of my favorite comics.
Okay, I was gonna say.
one of them. Okay,
No, your
like
favorite
top
Will
5
Ferrell
for me.
movie.
Yeah,
This one was.
yeah.
God, it's tough.
All right, moving on to the final part of the show.
Okay.
Let's get our reviews going in this bitch. This is the,
All
this is
right.
the money time right here.
All right.
I mean, who says money time? That makes no sense. All right,
Show me the money.
Show me the money. All right, let's review Fast 6.
Well,
Yes.
if you've seen my opinion from 2-3 episodes ago, you can pretty much know where I sit.
Me
with
and you
this.
are gonna sit back and just watch
Casey,
these
all I
two
can
go at
say
it
is
first.
It's everything I wanted. Fast 6.
Oh, we're talking Fast Six.
Yes, it's everything I wanted
Yep.
and more.
Let me tell you, fuck you haters. Dude.
No,
I
fuck
know,
you
right?
haters. We're just haters.
You know what, dude?
Dude, there's only like, and I told
Stop
this
yelling.
guys-
We're right here.
There's only shut up. There's only
I
one.
have to yell.
There's only one point that like I just like okay seriously, and everyone knows what that point is. But other than that, I loved it. I loved it.
Alright, you know,
Go on.
He's like
please.
holding back. He's like
cocksuckers,
sitting.
dude.
Please go
Ian,
on.
go ahead and talk about how bad
No,
the
go
plot
ahead.
was, you know.
Go ahead. I will not interrupt you. I'll let you
People,
talk.
people that don't know me off this podcast know I'm a ricer.
Yeah.
I love
Well,
my
didn't you say your nickname
tuners.
at work was Dom?
Huh?
Well, did you say your nickname at work was Dom?
Oh, well, no, they always made fun of me,
Okay.
like, you know, you never had me. You never had the cuffs. And they always, you know, I walk in, they call me Too Fast, Too Furious because my car's a ricer.
Oh, okay.
But they wanted to have a mural of Dom's face on my hood. But no, you know, I love the series. You know,
It's awesome.
I am kind of disappointed that the series has moved away from racing.
Yes, I agree with that. I feel that the story has progressed very well.
No, it
For-
isn't.
Shut up.
Sorry.
But the
no.
movie with the most racing is the most hated movie.
I know. I've never seen it, and I want
Oh,
to
you're
watch it
missing out, dude.
Dude, I watched on YouTube like some like I all of a sudden I just found myself watching like bloopers of various movies and everything, and all of a sudden I see the clip of Han's quote where he's on the roof talking to the guy. Like everyone I choose to be around shows me who I am. I'm like, oh my god,
Dude, Han is the most lovable
I
character.
know. Like and right there, I was like, okay, I want to watch this movie.
You
now.
can say that, right? Han is a lovable character.
Progression. I can't get over like you just said that,
Progression
Cameron.
story.
The story's progressed so much.
It's so
actually
well.
has-
So well, it
has.
says. Yeah.
It actually has. I mean,
So
it's
so
written
hold
pretty
up. So hold up. It's progressed to a bunch of people driving cars very fast down the street, doing absurd, unbelievable things where they should all be dead. And then call and
quality
then
entertainment.
when they find out
Thank you.
and then when they
Quality
find out a job they need to
entertainment.
do, they call in everyone from the former movies. And it's progressed from that
I
to
did-
that again,
I- well,
to that again,
Do you
to that
not-
again.
Casey, do you not love how the movie ended? Okay.
Well, I'm trying to think of what part you're talking about.
I'm talking
Before the
about
credits?
like before the credits, like with the beers and everything. I'm trying.
Oh, the dinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I
awesome.
liked that they
Even after the credits, it was awesome.
I missed
Yeah,
that house.
it was cool that he just like had no problem whatsoever abandoning the girl he just planned on spending
No,
the rest
yeah,
of his
no.
life
I-
with.
No, but it makes
I thought that
sense.
was
I mean,
For his
too.
old
Yeah,
dead
exactly.
girlfriend who had no memory of him.
It's his Mexico.
But that's all okay because the story has progressed to that level.
You know who's really funny in that movie?
Who?
Is
Tyrese. Oh, okay.
Ludacris.
Ludacris was fun.
I love that guy. When they were at the auction,
Oh yes.
he's like, "You're not gonna steal these cards, are you? Let me take care of this."
Dude, that was the best.
Made the guy take off his shirt and shit at the house.
That was
because
so awesome. That's a nice.
That scene
watch
went.
happen.
That scene went too long. That was funny at a point, but it went too long.
I think it was great.
It was funny, but it went too long.
Well, you know what I think it did? It showed a little, showed a different side of the Rock's character.
Yes, it did.
Which they needed to do. He couldn't be a complete asshole.
No.
I suppose.
You know?
But,
I
yeah.
got what they were doing with
He
that.
wasn't, he wasn't always
They
a
were trying to
complete
make you like
asshole,
him a
but
little more.
that made him a more likable character and show that like he actually has like a somewhat of connection with how these guys think.
Yeah.
and everything, which was
But
good.
I was also reading on a rumor mill for the seventh
Yeah.
one.
There's like
They're
3
gonna
more, by the way.
They're gonna
Yes.
supposedly start the
Of
movie
course
with
there are.
Dom fighting.
The Rock. Or
No.
No.
Lucas Black's character, is it Sean? I forgot. In Tokyo Drift. You
Must
haven't
have-
seen Tokyo
The
Drift?
character
No.
must have been very memorable
Oh
for you.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. It's not Han. It's the
I
other
don't
guy.
see. Here's the thing, where he's like, you know, this is no 10-second race. He's like, I got nothing. but
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
First off, that car that he had will smoke Dom's car.
Yes.
Dom had like this lowrider Impala. There's no way that thing will drift around those.
No, exactly. That's the only
Oh, they
thing.
had
Like,
drifting in
just
this.
from
You see
like
the drifting
watching
in?
clips from the
Yeah.
movie,
There was drifting
like,
in the movie.
Like I'm looking at all the
Oh,
instant
man.
reports. I see you Dom and like
And
a muscle car.
racing.
Like
Yeah.
you're gonna drift in this thing. Like
And they
it'll
pulled something
drift,
even
but,
more
I mean,
absurd
it'll just
this
go in
time.
a circle. That's it.
We're getting to that. All right.
But I liked it.
Go ahead.
plot
guys.
through
Go
the
ahead.
mud.
Tell-
I want to say this. I just want to say this. I respect the director Justin Lin. I think he is improved in terms of crafting action sequences. But now, the scene where I wanted to walk out. Casey saw this.
Oh, he was laughing.
I was laughing my ass off. First of all, a tank is not only keeping up with, but it's like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
keeping up with these souped up cars on this bridge. You know, the whole chase scene. That's ridiculous how it would be able to keep up with them. Anyway, but so there's the bridge scene, right? There's two people.
Oh,
Vin Diesel
God,
decides
yeah.
to, and Michelle Rodriguez decide to abandon their vehicles, launch into the barrier, and go flying 30 feet across this giant canyon. The improbability of them catching each other, not only...
Well, not only that, the improbability of them catching each other and not just having tons of broken bones,
Right.
and Dom not having glass littering his face.
Like
Oh, yeah,
I
he had
said-
no scratch.
Like I said, last night-
Everybody knows that scene was terrible.
All I wanted to see in this scene was the him have, and then afterwards, like, how'd you know you catch me? I didn't. I was just hoping he would smack into the side of the freeway and the credits would roll.
Yeah,
made the
I hope they
movie
just
even
miss. They go,
funnier-
fly by
What made
each
the
other.
movie even funnier, me and Cody were watching it, and there was a black lady
Okay.
Oh my...
sitting behind us. She was
was
so
talking the entire
funny
time.
when Tyrese was talking and shit, him and Ludacris. Oh my god, black women make movies.
Yes,
always
they
make
do.
movies funnier.
Yes, they do.
I'm sorry, I had to just throw that.
It's okay.
That didn't make you laugh.
Huh?
She didn't make you laugh.
She may be annoyed. I don't like when people talk continuously during a movie. I don't care how
Do I
funny it
drive
is.
you nuts in a movie?
No, I'm saying like if you're
they're-
making commentary on every single scene, that's when it's
Okay.
annoying.
Yeah.
If they're funny, then I don't mind.
No, if
I
you know
thought
it's
she
funny,
was
it's fucking
pretty
annoying
funny.
yourself. If you're in
Oh,
a theater, I want it to be
Lord.
quiet.
My favorite was like
Don't worry, you didn't miss anything out of the
We were
plot.
watching
I know, right?
Skyfall.
What
in
little
our new
plot
theater,
there was.
And
Yeah.
we got like Mario and Justin in there, and it's the moment where like the villain's roping up on James Bond, and Mario's like, "What the fuck are we watching?" And then we hear Justin go, "Oh no!"
Oh no! Yeah. That was funny.
Anyways, go ahead, Cody. Sorry.
Huh? No, that was my point. That scene was just ridiculous.
No, everybody.
I like
agree.
how it was
agree that it was the
crafted.
worst part of
You know
it,
that
too.
tank scene though was the tank scene.
tank
itself,
scene
Oh,
is
wait,
stupider.
that was the worst part of the movie?
Yes.
You didn't think the car pulling down the plane,
No.
the catching was more
the
absurd.
jetliner that was full of cars
What was it? What was it? 750. What
was
is it?
pulled to the ground and crashed.
Carriers.
And then Dom, where's Jet? Dom was then able to drive a car somehow through a loaded plane that's loaded full of
Yeah,
cars
I know.
through steel
Through the
girders and stuff.
cockpit.
The only part
I was just like, what,
And then-
what is this thing made of tissue paper? I don't understand.
the only part of this scene I complained about is like, how long is this fucking runway? It's the only part I complained about.
It's a good thing he had that long runway inside of the plane to drive the car to get the speed to burst through the wall
To
like
burst
that.
through the
Oh
front.
wait, it was full of cars.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I get that. I'm completely with that. I still think in general this one was better than
Yes.
like the last
Okay.
two.
So
The
we
last
already
two were pretty good.
we already
This one-
brought
Number
up.
2 was awful. I will go to say number 2 in the series was trash.
Yes.
I've only seen it once. I will not watch
Okay.
it.
So the only time I will watch it again is in Blu-ray for that first race. That's the only reason I watch it
I
again.
don't remember.
It's all good. It's
All
just where it's Paul Walker and the
Let's not forget the portable hacking devices that can be attached anywhere to the hood of the car.
Oh, and shut off the,
And just-
the certain
and,
part of the car. And some people were
quality
crazy shit.
entertainment.
I only watched this movie just for
Dumb
this
as
podcast.
shit.
That's the only reason I watched this, and I walked away with exactly
You
the
know
way I
what?
thought
Actually,
it was going to
that
feel.
very opening explosion scene where they were racing through all of the traffic and stuff, that was actually pretty nuts.
And did you notice how all of the main characters crashed in like fucking horrible ways, and every single one of them that did it was fine. This
Yeah.
walked afterwards like,
Dude,
oh, I'm out.
Vin Diesel, after
Oh,
Vin Diesel, after he impossibly drives through that plane, rolls it like 50,000 times, walks away with no scratch.
Yeah, well, when he launches across the freeway to catch her, right?
Yeah.
How fast was he moving at that point? I don't care that he's hitting another human being. You're still smashing into
And you're
each other
you're
at
supposed
high
to drop
speed.
immediately, right?
And then not only that, Not only that, well, you wouldn't drop immediately.
I mean, like
whoever had the more weight and momentum.
Yeah,
would keep
but you wouldn't make
moving.
it across the other end of the bridge. That's my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is feasible that it could happen.
It's
It's
okay.
just retarded.
No,
and
it's
then
okay.
he
It's totally
smacks,
fine.
and then he smashes into another car, and he just gets up and he's like, "How did
I
you
get
know
it.
you catch me?
I get-
did it."
I get that these movies are supposed to be just mindless fun, but I could not take that. That was too much for me. I was
I
like,
think the example we made earlier is there's a difference when someone is telling a tall tale and then
Exactly.
everyone laughs about it. Then when someone tells a tall tale, everyone laughs and they go, "No, seriously."
if you're gonna be absurd, embrace the absurdity.
Yeah,
that's my
it took
rule.
itself seriously.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's just give her grades.
Cameron,
B.
C minus.
I'm going D.
I'll go B.
Okay.
The only redeeming factor for that movie is that the car chase scenes are fun.
Yeah, they're well directed. That's the only thing.
They're exciting. I
They
thought they were
are.
exciting.
Yeah.
You know, the chase scenes are exciting.
I just
They
can't, like the plot, I can't.
Too much
I
fun.
can't.
You know, Cody, actually, that's actually pretty high
So
for Cody. I think
badly
a C
written.
minus is pretty high.
C minus is a shitty grade, to be honest with you. I'm telling you. That's like
It's
barely.
passing.
It's
C's
passing
gets-
just because the
C's
scenes
gets
were well
degrees,
made.
man. C's gets degrees.
Exactly.
Those stuntmen have a fun job.
Oh, I can imagine,
Oh my
dude.
god, I'd
Alright.
love to do that stuff.
That'd be legit.
I like to drive fast.
I would like go into the car industry just to do that. I'd love it.
Let's move on. Speaking of improbable plots, we're not gonna spoil what happens at the end of Now You See Me,
Yeah, you better.
but
Oh,
let's talk about this movie.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
What do we think about this? Now You See Me.
I didn't see it.
I enjoyed it.
For the
I
most
did.
part, it was enjoyable.
I really enjoyed it, actually. There was a little bit of a stretch, admittedly. I didn't like the twist of who it was at the ending. But aside from that, I really enjoyed this film.
Wait,
Yeah.
you didn't like it?
No, he did.
No, I did like it.
You know, you didn't like the who it was.
I didn't like the twist.
I didn't like the twist of who it was. I thought it was too improbable.
I actually have thought
Considering
about this
how
now.
they had played the character. It's kind of like if
That's what I was saying.
it's kind of like if they revealed Bruce
go
Willis as a
outside,
ghost
just
at the
make
end of
sure
Sixth
you're doing
at the end of Sixth Sense, but the entire time they did have people talking to him.
That's what I was telling him. I was like, you only saw the one scene where you. If we're not giving away.
Yeah, don't say it. Don't say
What I'm saying, okay, like in Sixth Sense, right?
Let's talk
at
about
the end they go,
what
Bruce
else in the
Willis,
movie.
he's like he was a ghost, and then when you go back and you rewatch it, you're like, holy shit, like that actually makes sense when you're watching it. You can think
This
of it.
you can't do
This
that, I
you
don't think.
can't do that. When you
It's,
go back and
it's
you look
too
at
far
it,
of a stretch.
yeah, and you're like, well, why would he act the way some of the things he's doing? They don't make sense with the plan.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It was
that I
too
didn't
much of a
catch.
stretch.
I thought it would have been better if it was the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been better
Dude,
because he was the
hey,
unexperienced one.
go-
that
go
they all
stand
took.
Yeah, go outside, Cameron. You
No,
don't
go
know.
stand.
I did.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I really don't
I
want to spoil
did
it.
like though.
Ian's really like tiptoeing around
I
it
did.
right now.
I did like
take a
those.
shit or something.
I did like though that it was the son of the guy. I thought that was good enough. That was decently clever.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
it was predictable, but like it made sense.
The only scene to me that was controversial was when he went upstairs. They were in New Orleans after the show.
Yeah.
When he was chasing whoever he was chasing, but he went to the room and was reading a book about shit. What was it? What was he reading the book on?
Oh,
The
I know.
eye?
I know what you're talking about. The
that
eye,
to me kind of was like gave no clue that this guy was in on it. It
Yeah.
was like he was still playing the same guy he was.
Yeah, exactly. And he was acting like that when he wasn't even near someone. That's what I'm saying. Is it had that thing where it's like you go back and you watch it with the knowledge that this is that person, and then you're like, why would he? I don't get why he would do that.
Yeah, there were some things in there.
So I think
to me, this movie was more cool and fun than an actual.
It
great
There were a
feels
lot of
like-
aspects
it
that I
feels
liked,
like they
yeah.
had an idea during this movie of how they wanted the plot to go, and at the ending, they're like, well, who's it going to be? And then they just decided at the ending.
Yeah.
Rather than when they
Exactly.
started.
It was kind of tough to figure out who it was, too.
It was
There
tough.
was no way I was going to figure that out.
It was still a fun movie. I liked it.
Yeah.
I definitely love this movie.
There were parts of it I enjoyed, but that ending kind of just threw me off. It really kind of bumped it down now that I think about it. I do think some of the characters are a little not that developed. That's just the fault of having a bunch of characters in there.
You know what I really appreciate they did that they didn't have to do, but I think they had to make it successful. Is they could have just gone, oh, here's these magic tricks. We're not going to explain how it's done. They're really clever.
Oh, you like
magicians.
how they explained it?
I love how they explained it. I mean, and Morgan Freeman of all people.
Yeah.
No, because I think that added a level of legitimacy and interest and intelligence to the film. And you know that they actually had like a master magician on set when they were doing all of the plot and the filming and everything, teaching them how to do stuff and how to actually palm the balls during the scenes. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
wasn't like we went and edited
There
it
was a lot of
afterwards. That was they were really doing it.
There was a lot
Yeah.
of foreshadowing in that
Yeah.
movie that
Yeah.
if you didn't pay attention, you would miss.
Yeah, I suppose. But yeah, overall it's a decent movie. It's just not. I don't know. I'm not gonna watch it again just because
It
just didn't do
I
it for
kinda
me.
have to.
Why?
because I can't say it.
Okay, never mind. What do you guys grade it?
I'm gonna go C plus.
Okay.
C plus.
Wow.
For the most part, an enjoyable movie.
I'm gonna go B.
It's a very high C plus, about 79.9.
Yeah,
I'm dropping a B plus on it.
B plus
Because it was, like I said, it was fun.
It was
kind of
fun.
cool, you know?
Yeah.
It was a little different. It wasn't like The Prestige where it was very dark. It was just kind of, this is kind of a magic show I would like to see.
Yeah.
It was an intense magic show.
Yeah.
And some of these tricks that they were doing, it's like, well, they kind of do reveal them, how they do them. And it was like, holy crap, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
No, that's something I would want to see in the movie.
They do reveal them.
Which I will.
It's definitely
I look
worth
forward to
seeing at least once.
Good.
And like I said, there's a lot of foreshadowing. So if you don't pay attention, you will lose.
Good.
You will lose out.
I love movies with that.
All right. So moving on, I guess only me and Ian saw this movie, so we'll just go through it briefly. But we're gonna review. This is the end. So, Ian, thoughts without spoiling anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't
I want to
I
talk
will
about
say
the
right
best gag, but I can't.
Now, I will say right now, Michael Cera before Scott Pilgrim, I really just didn't care for.
Dude, thank you.
But in this movie,
failed high five attempt right there.
Made you hate him more?
his best role ever.
Oh, it was
Really?
great.
I heard he was
It was great.
an asshole.
It was great.
He was an asshole. But,
Who?
dude,
Michael
like
Cera.
he never.
There's a bug on
Okay, here's the thing. Michael Cera, always.
I hate bugs. Shut up.
Michael Cera always comes off as the quiet, calm, kind of nice guy. In this, he's like still kind of quiet and calm, but it is hilarious.
Yeah,
and
it's
he's
great.
a complete asshole, and it is super fucking hilarious.
I know,
It is hilarious.
And when I know he dies, so
Hilarious. Like this one scene, he's just like, "What's the good man?" Blows crack all over the guy.
Oh God.
you know what? Michael Cera in Superbad, terrible.
When he walks in and I'm on the bathroom,
That other one that
That was
he
the
did.
He's like, so what's up?
it's like, "Oh, hey, what's going on, man? You need a hug?"
I gotta say though,
Bring it on
I do have to say Michael Cera in Arrested Development was great.
Yeah.
But I hadn't seen Arrested Development until last year.
But anyways, he was great in this, and Danny McBride,
He was really good
I
too.
bet he was vulgar as hell.
dude, he was. Oh my
He's
god,
almost too vulgar.
he
for me.
was
He's
super
not as bad
vulgar.
as like
He
30
was
minutes
super
or less
vulgar,
like that.
but he was funny. He was
He was unbearable.
Yeah, I couldn't take him in 30 minutes or less. But
he
yeah.
was good. He was really
Look,
good in this
I
movie.
love vulgarity. I love it. I
Yeah.
always go see rated R movies if they're vulgar, But when they stepped over the line,
Yeah.
like 21 Jump Street was as vulgar as it could get, but it was perfect.
It was like right on pitch.
It was on pitch. Superbad.
This has a really
Over vulgar for
this
me.
has a really
Oh, this gets vulgar.
this has
as hell.
a really vulgar scene, but it is it's
No,
funny.
I'm just talking like I.
Why are these
I do
pages
cuss
stuck
a lot.
together?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna say there's a
But,
scene. There's a scene between James Franco and Danny McBride
Where they
that
talk
had
about-
me literally in tears
They're
for
yeah.
the entire scene.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
One of the
Are
funniest
they
scenes I've ever seen.
masturbating?
No, I'm not
No,
gonna
but
say
they're
anything.
talking about it.
I'm not gonna say anything else. We're done there. We're done. We're done.
But
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything else.
there is to the point where
And
if
then
it's too vulgar and it doesn't make any sense, it's not funny.
Yes.
well, no, there's two
useless.
scenes. There's two scenes with Danny McBride and James Franco. The first is when they first have that disagreement in the house over the magazine, and then what he's been doing.
Oh God.
And then the second is like late into the movie.
Oh, that scene.
How-
Late in the
James
movie.
Franco.
This one.
Yeah. Yeah. That was great. Okay.
Brilliant.
I was really surprised that there was more plot to this than I thought there was
They
going to be.
foreshadow it in the first.
I
2
thought
minutes
there was going to just be like, okay, there's apocalypse, they're just hanging out inside, but there was actually some good plot. There was some good heart in this movie, like, you know what I mean? I mean, the heart
okay.
is a very loose term.
Here's the thing.
But-
I have to disagree.
Really?
I'm gonna drop the garage.
The plot in this movie, like I enjoyed the movie. I'm sorry, the movie's plot is really, I would say, weak. It has a lot of laughs.
Yeah, okay.
It has a lot of laughs. Don't get me wrong. And there is a plot, but it is a very straight.
I was just
plot.
expecting them to just be in the house the entire time and just do like it'd be like a.
They are
outlet.
for the majority of the film.
I mean, like there's like no like seems like they have to go get water or they have to go do
Yeah.
something. I thought it was just gonna be them in the house and it was just gonna be gags the whole movie and it was just gonna be no plot at all. But
No, I thought there was gonna be plot. Was it an Apatow movie?
huh? No, I don't think it had anything to do
Thank
with it.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the
God.
funniest parts of the entire movie is once they finally do all
Get out.
go out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With Danny McBride. Yeah.
This is. Was it a
Stop
long
right there.
movie? Was it a long
Just
movie?
stop. Yeah. Long movie. It was longer than it was like an hour and 50, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is my problem with the Seth Rogen Apatow movie.
This is not an Apatow
No,
movie.
I know. That's one thing that I didn't want to go see it. I thought it was. He overly.
But
does
this one,
movies.
there's no overly dramatic scenes like in
Yeah.
like Funny People. This is just
I haven't
straight
seen
up.
Funny People.
This is
I'm
just
talking
straight up
like
like
Superman.
comedy all the
Yeah.
time. It goes by
and,
fast.
And I don't care. I didn't care for the ending.
I thought the ending was great.
I thought it could have ended like.
I thought the ending was great.
I thought it should have ended like a minute, 2 minutes earlier.
And the special effects in this thing were actually for this movie.
yeah,
Were actually there was some impressive stuff.
Yeah,
some.
that's
A lot of
true.
it was cheesy.
that's true.
But like there's a scene like there's like a
When
demon
they-
dog that's running through.
Yeah,
that was
impressive.
really well
That was
done.
actually really
Yeah,
impressive.
that was pretty cool.
So was the giant.
Yep. We'll stop there. But yeah, I enjoyed this movie for the most part. I pretty much laughed at most of the jokes. There really weren't that many that didn't really hit.
All right, you gotta grade this shit already because if he gives it away, I'm gonna be upset.
Man,
We should have saved this one.
we should have. Oh well.
It's
I'm gonna
already-
give it-
It's been out for weeks now.
It's been out for 1 week.
Or 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
No, it
So
came
now
out.
it
It came out last Wednesday.
Now's
Oh,
the-
that's
it's been
right.
1
It did
week.
come out last
Yeah,
Wednesday.
if we waited, it would have been too late.
So it came out a week ago.
I know the one podcast every 2 month pace
Yeah.
we're going here. All right, I'm gonna give it a B plus. B plus.
I'll give it a B.
B. All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of jokes that fell flat, and some things that just weren't funny.
Not many.
It's like there were a lot of highs and lows. Like there's things I was laughing really hard at, and there's other parts I was just kind of like, eh. It was,
For sure. All right. Moving on to our final review of the evening, the one everyone's been waiting for.
Yep.
All 2 of our fans have been like, all right, can't wait for this review. Man of Steel.
Yep.
Yep, we saw it.
Yep.
Yep.
We
Yep.
saw it.
Yep.
This was one of my most anticipated movies of the year.
I was not disappointed.
No, I
No.
wasn't disappointed. I was slightly underwhelmed.
Yes.
I was hoping for like a Dark Knight, but it was still really good. I really enjoyed
I
it.
wasn't hoping for a Dark Knight this early. Maybe
You're saying the sequel?
maybe the second one because I knew
Okay.
I knew going into this they're gonna have him as a kid. They're gonna have him coming from Krypton. They're gonna have him growing up with his parents. They're gonna have him finding out who he is. And and I knew all of this was gonna take up a large chunk
Yes.
of the plot, and
Like-
it did.
And
And it doesn't really leave room for villain stuff. And that said, it still had one of the darkest moments I've seen in any Superman film.
which
Wait. Oh, you know what? We're gonna make this one spoiler filled since we've all seen it. I'll put it in the title. Spoiler filled.
okay.
Go for it.
What moment are you talking about?
At the very ending,
saying
and this
he
is a
kills him?
this is a controversy because Superman never kills. At the very ending, they've trapped all of them other than Zod in the negative zone, and he's fought Zod. There's a bunch of destruction in the town. People are dying.
Yeah.
He's gonna kill these people. He's got him in like a headlock, and Zod's
Oh
like
yeah.
activates his laser vision. He's gonna kill his family, and Superman's like yelling at him like, no, like he doesn't want to kill him because his whole thing is no killing. He doesn't want to be a killer, and Zod forces his hand, and he snaps his neck. Now the controversy is people are saying Superman doesn't kill, and I don't
People are
I
pissed,
don't
too. It's
understand.
ridiculous.
I don't understand the qualms there because he doesn't kill always. He has killed before. He did kill
regretted
Doomsday.
the moment he did it.
Yeah, it's not like he's like, okay,
Well,
I
yeah,
killed him.
he-
That was
yeah,
a
Like,
good
he stood up and walked away. It's like, all right,
And,
everyone good day, guys. Oh, you can start balling.
and this is what I think made this film. This scene,
Yeah,
when he kills
exactly.
Zod, because is the only time you see Superman without kryptonite weak. He
Yes.
gets down on his knees, he cries out and like yells,
Yes.
like in sorrow,
And
like
he has to
tears
have,
streaming down his
yeah,
face.
He has to have her comfort him.
Yeah, and I
was
was like,
awesome.
that's brilliant because what this does is it shows Superman's human.
Yes.
His weakness is not just him physically being able to be killed; it's
He has a human emotion.
he
and human
can't
side to him.
protect he's not perfect, and I love that because I don't like the idea of Superman can always come up with a solution and stop everything without anyone dying whatsoever. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
stupid. Without conflict, he's just a
Yes.
fucking it's boring.
For me, I viewed that this movie. This movie was fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I viewed that it was way overhyped. And
Yes, incredibly.
Yes.
It was incredibly overhyped. I wanted more emphasis on character development besides Superman. Like, I wanted
too.
more development on Lois Lane. I would have liked to see more.
See, I
Like,
No, I
there
can
was
see that.
great
I can see
develop-
that. I can see
There,
that.
there was great character development, especially with his Earth family and everything like that. I mean, like
I think-
that, like,
I think
the
that's-
like the tornado moment.
Yeah.
I seriously almost shed a tear in a tornado.
I think for a movie that is an
That was sad.
Yeah, I seriously almost shed a tear. I'm not kidding.
I think for a movie that's an intro to a character, I think that's asking a bit much. because they got to spend a lot of time on that character.
But here's the thing: like they should have spent more time on other significant
They
characters.
spent a decent amount of time on Lois.
But I want to know what about how was she to a degree a little bit beforehand and everything? Like all of a sudden we just hear she's this award-winning writer, and then there's
if you get that, you're looking at like a 3.5.
Yeah,
I know.
That's what I'm saying, especially for an intro film. I expect villains and other characters like that to be developed in a sequel or the third movie or whatever, because in that point you don't got to worry about filling the first 3/4 of the movie with how the character came to be what they are.
But I do view that while I wanted more character development in other characters, the development of Superman's character was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely,
absolutely fantastic.
And I love that it was dark.
Yes,
I like that.
Dude,
I really enjoyed that. People died. They showed people die.
I felt I was going to say something else about the movie, but I mean. Damn it!
I'll jump in. I thought the
Superman's
stuff.
not perfect. I like
some of the criticisms I've read on this are that they spend too much time in Krypton beginning. That is bullshit. That is one of the best part of the movie.
That was a long.
I thought that was a great part.
Yeah, but it was very necessary.
Absolutely.
No, absolutely.
The other criticism I give it was that I felt the action sequences at the end were drawn out. I felt for me.
I don't know.
What they were saying. They said they were trying to allow it to slow.
No, at one point, I thought, all right, this is where it's going to end and everything, and then it went on. And I'm like, okay, this movie's great, but
that didn't bug me because you got to. When I look at it, I think, okay, you got Superman here. This is a character he's not Batman. He's not known. He's not human. He doesn't 3, 4, 5 quick punches and they're out. This is a character who's damn near immortal in terms of. He's
practically immortal.
Endurance. And then he's fighting another guy who is equally immortal.
Pretty much.
And if not stronger, because he has military training and all that, and he's been around longer and had control of his powers longer and everything else.
Of course, their battles are going to be more epic than just a
so that's what I think. I think really they had to have a long fight sequence for this.
No, I definitely agree and everything, but I just felt like it was too drawn out. I would have liked to see it end a little sooner. I was just thinking back to how long the fight sequences were in the last 2 Matrixes.
Here's my thing with that, dude. I'll admit, to the casual moviegoer, maybe the fight sequences might have dragged a little bit, but
they were great.
But did you see Superman Returns? There was not a single punch thrown in that movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That movie was
so this more than made up for that crap. So I was happy. I have no problem.
It was a good movie. I definitely.
And I think Zod's got one of the best lines in that entire movie. When he goes, I was born to protect Krypton, and he's like, you've taken away my purpose, you've stolen my soul.
Yeah, exactly.
They did a great job of humanizing him, making him.
Yeah.
What was awesome was even though he was doing these evil acts on Earth and everything, it made sense, and you felt sorry for him that he had to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually felt sympathy for the character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I thought stuff with the dads was really good. Both the Russell Crowe stuff. Russell Crowe's in it a lot more than I thought he would be.
I know. Russell Crowe is fantastic.
He was good. And the Kevin Costner stuff was great, too. And it was just, I loved it.
Like I said, with Russell Crowe, I seriously almost shut his
I don't think they could have done this movie much better than they did.
Really?
Honestly, I'm going to say that right now.
I think it could have been better, but it's that's
here's the thing: is by me saying it could have been better, I'm trying to be realistic here. I'm saying what could they have actually done? I can't think of anything.
Yeah, that's the problem. That there's something there that could be better, but you don't know what.
I think they humanized him great. I think they gave a reason why Zod was coming to Earth. One of the things I love, no fucking kryptonite.
Yeah,
that's what I thought too. I'm like, all right,
and guess what? Zod died without kryptonite. I like that because that means in the future, if Superman has villains, we know he can die if the villain doesn't have kryptonite.
Yes.
Because that is a tired, boring trope that the character's been stuck in because the original writers thought it would be necessary.
Well, if they do the Lex Luthor thing, he's going to bring kryptonite.
Yes.
I mean,
maybe not.
It's inevitable. I think it's going to come
with Lex Luthor. There's going to be some
not.
form of...
He
might. That'd be cool.
Maybe not entirely.
Here's the thing with Lex Luthor. I would almost like to see Lex Luthor not even try to fight him like that, or try to kill him. I might like to see Lex Luthor just get him under legal legalizations, make people hate him. Look at all this destruction he did and everything else. Because I think you got a villain who's an intellectual with a lot of money.
Yeah,
I want to see him act like an intellectual.
You want to see him
defeat Superman,
use political power.
Defeat Superman on a power that on a battle he can't win.
Yeah,
until someone realizes that he's necessary, like some villains, beating some shit up.
But I do like the fact that the humans.
But he's got to have a good reason.
I do like the fact that humans hated him for a while, and actually they didn't know whether or not they should kill him and everything.
Yeah.
And then, he actually had to prove to himself he's one of them, and he wants to help them.
That
was great.
I do also kind of like. I hope that they don't introduce Lex right away. I hope they wait a few movies.
No.
Well, dude. Did you hear about this? I think Warner Brothers they're trying to make the sequel to come out next year, dude. They're gonna rush the shit out of this.
No.
They want to do it next year so they can get Justice League like soon as possible.
Yeah, I don't see that.
I don't want them rushing it at all.
I don't want
That's
them to
a
rush it at all.
terrible idea.
If they rush it, they'll kill it.
Yeah, terrible
They can't
idea.
do it
Because they have something special here. It's not this movie isn't perfect, but they really have something special they can really work on for the sequels. And I hope they just don't.
I think
rush
they're
it.
already in talks with him to come back for Batman and Justice League.
What?
For what's his name?
Christian Bale.
Arm &
Christian
Hammer?
Bale.
No, he's not doing it.
Arm & Hammer.
Oh, I thought they were talking about him.
No, even the director of this, he's like
That's what I
the
heard.
Bruce Wayne.
For
No, he's not doing it.
Batman?
No.
That's
No,
what I-
that was years ago. No, that was
I like Arm.
no. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's
That
all
was a while ago.
Oh.
Back when the old Justice League movie was being made, back in like 06 or 07.
Then who?
He was on the short list, but that's
Has
from
he
last
done
year.
anything other than
They don't know.
The Social Network and this other movies?
Yeah, there's not many
Who
movies.
was he in The Social Network?
The twins.
He was the twins, the Winklevoss.
Okay, I haven't seen the movie in a long time, so I
Yeah.
forgot.
But back to the what's it called Batman
Superman.
thing. Zack Snyder, the director of this, said the Bruce Wayne in our story is clearly different from the Christian Bale.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
which I like. Cool.
All right. What's everyone's grades on this movie, Superman?
Dude, I'm gonna go A.
Really?
I'm gonna give A minus.
Okay. I'm gonna go B plus, just because it takes a lot for me to get to an A minus. But that's not speaking negative about this movie. I
No,
really
not
did
at all.
enjoy it.
This
really
is
did
definitely
enjoy
a
it.
movie you have to see and everything. It just wasn't what I thought it was gonna
And
be.
I'll say this right now. I feel usually the same about Superman that I do about Captain America. So that's saying what some of this movie.
That's
does for
good.
me.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
like Superman normally.
What do you give it, Casey?
Shit on Captain America. Stop with that, man.
I don't like the character. He's too much of a Boy
Dude,
Scout.
you know.
Just
I'd
Give your grade.
Superman.
No, it's
conflict.
not.
It's a
I
Boy
don't.
Scout.
I
Let's
want
get
to
your
see it
review.
again to really. My review on what?
Superman. What's
Get your grade.
It was entertaining.
Your grade.
Fuck, dude.
Just say it.
This is one of the. I'm actually having trouble grading this movie.
Weren't you like looking forward to this like crazy? Like you didn't want to watch that one trailer. You said you were done.
Oh, I
Okay.
didn't want to see
Yeah.
anything before it started. B.
B. Okay. Okay.
I don't really have anything to say.
now here's a
about it.
actually before we leave this, Cody. Do you think the second trailer with Russell Crowe saying "You are my son"? Do you think that
You mean Kevin Costner?
yeah that's what I meant. Do you think that did well for the movie with getting people excited for it, or do you think it kind of
It did the job, but it also kind of watered it down when I actually saw the movie. I
Yeah.
didn't feel it as much as I did when I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
Just because I knew it was coming.
Then again, they made up for it with the tornado. I think.
Yeah, it was a good scene.
God,
All right, but overall, I think we all liked it.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I definitely see it.
Awesome. Well, that wraps up episode number 12 for Our
We're
Names
on
Podcast.
12?
We're on 12, dude.
And
What?
I'm not.
Say it. Say it.
It was we're 6 months in
We have more
this
episodes.
year. And
We have more episodes than we have subscribers.
No, we have 20 subscribers.
I'm
We have
just
20.
kidding, yeah.
We're getting there,
Dude,
yeah.
We're halfway there.
Dude, we're at a year and a half on my podcast, and we're in the 70s. We've taken so many breaks.
Oh, look at me.
I haven't updated a video on my personal channel in years, and I'm up to 1,830 something.
What the?
I'm trying to get us.
Users or followers?
Guys.
subscribers.
I almost got us a top comment on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
It's working there. I did it yesterday. We already got 4 likes on it. But it's the scene where it's in the Avengers where
Yes.
Hulk beats the crap out of Loki.
This is
Yeah.
basically
And
what Sony did. To
I feel like
Xbox.
this is what Sony did to Microsoft at E3, and it's got 4 likes so far. So it's getting there. It's getting there.
So did
You're
you put
gonna
Hmnip
need,
in the podcast?
Yeah, it's under the podcast.
You're gonna
yeah.
need 20 more.
I know. But it's getting
I saw you do that.
there. Okay. All right.
So long, guys.
Have fun. Peace.
Why the hell did I do it?
I don't know.
See you.
Bye.
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 Wait, are we still on?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Still recording.
God.
You know he's just gonna cut this shit.
All right, I'll cut it right now. There we go.